up any better. I mean, it is picturesque here on the Capstone in Tuscaloosa. Temperature is going to be in the lower 80s. Sun abound. Baseball on the way. Nothing like it in the SEC. Florida, 18th ranked in the country, taking on Justin LeBron and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Good news for Florida is that Cade Kurland returns, their second baseman this weekend, and his health seems to be just fine, although they do lose a player this weekend. Dave Neal alongside my partner Lance Cormier, former Alabama star and big leaguer. Glad you could join us. And it's just the second week of conference play, and we have already seen just about everything you could possibly see. This league is unbelievable, like no other.
You're right, and the fireworks started at this place on Friday night. You had a Tyler Fay no-hitter. You've seen walk-offs this week. Man, what can you expect today on a beautiful Sunday, like you said, for baseball?
Well, we should have a good one. Florida in desperate need of a win here, not to get swept on the road. And Florida was a team that came in here. What is kind of strange about this, they were red hot, one of the hottest teams in the league, but they have been stuffed by this Alabama club.
Well, I mean, you talk about good pitching beats good hitting. That's what they saw. Coach O'Sullivan says, man, I'm not worried about our pitching staff. We feel like we can pitch. You see the previous 6 games, you know, they were scoring runs. That's what he said it's going to take. If we don't hit, he says, we won't win.
Well, meanwhile, when you face a pitching staff like Alabama's got, that's one thing. And then when they certainly bring some players to the table like Justin LeBron, that just adds to the madness. And he has lived up to the billing this weekend and continues here in his junior season.
Yeah, I mean, it's a guy came into college baseball, was the slickest feeling shortstop you could be. But now he's got the bat, he's got everything. He's also producing now as stolen bases. So I think somebody said, hey, we need to see you run more. So he said, okay, I'll go run. You got 20-plus bags, you got 10-plus homers. But he's the guy in the lineup that everybody has to fear.
Yeah, nobody else in Division I baseball has 10 or more homers and 20 or more stolen bases. He leads the conference with 21 bags on the season. Average not really where he would like it, but that doesn't mean it won't get there in due time.
You're right. He is a guy that can get hot. Boy, if he does, watch out.
On the mound today, a youngster, Miles Upchurch, to face this Florida lineup, who's been a little passive early in counts this series, which has certainly affected the way that they have been attacked at the plate. And Upchurch delivers a 92-mile-an-hour fastball to get us started. The youngsters, pretty good numbers out of the gates.
Yeah, I mean, the 6'4" freshman, you look at it, this is how you build them, boys. I mean, this is what you want to look like coming out of high school, and you see the numbers, they're there, good. He's had some good starts, bad start, good start, bad start, so Coach Vaughn was hoping this would be the good start. The velocity up to 95, 5-pitch mix. Love the changeup, though. If he has the other pitches working, makes the changeup even better, and you will see a lot of them. Not afraid to throw it at any count.
He is already ahead 0-1-2 of Florida's leadoff man, Kyle Jones, the center fielder. Breaking ball stays up in the zone. It's 1-2. Kyle looking for his first hit this weekend. He is 0 for 4, and that one bounces up there. Does have 3 walks as you take a look at this Florida lineup. And you will notice the news today for Florida is not good. And that is Brendan Lawson. Their do-it-all shortstop is out with back spasms, not going to play today. Left early in the game yesterday. That one slices just foul. And it's not just a bat. You're also taking out a really solid shortstop. So Colt Myers going to get to work today at shortstop, hitting 9th in the lineup.
But when you look at it, boy, it is the bat, man. Because you know, when you look at those Florida lineups in the past, you've always had the big names, the future first rounders. You know, guys are going to be in the big leagues within a year. You see that. You know, I don't know if you're seeing that this year. And losing Lawson like that, that is a huge loss. I mean, 10 home runs, 29 RBI, right in the middle of that lineup.
2-2 the count to Kyle Jones. You know, Alabama was the team that was scuffling coming into this series. They had just a bad weekend in Kentucky. They got swept, lost a midweek to South Alabama. Wondering what was going on, and they come in here and look like a rejuvenated club. The 3-2 in there for a strike, and that's a good way to start for Upchurch.
When you talk about the polish of the freshman, I mean, not afraid to throw any pitch, any count. Here you go, 3-2, little hook right here, up in the zone. Thought he was a little high, but gets the call. Good start for him, but you're right, Dave. I mean, those 4 games were on the road, and you talk about all the coaches in the league, they just can't wait to get back home. just everybody loves playing at home, and so it's a new thing, right? And then you get a good start from Tyler Fay, no hitter, shuts down some lineups, and all of a sudden you're looking up and you're going for the sweep.
0 for 4. 10 errors. I mean, it was, pitching wasn't spectacular. Defense wasn't very good. I mean, all the things that get you beat, got him beat.
Everything, the three phases of the game, we weren't good at any of them. But it's amazing what one starting pitcher can do to create not only momentum on the staff, the defense, and at the plate.
Cade Kurland, 289. Good to see him back on the field. Missed a little over 2 weeks.
I feel like he's been here forever, and he's only a junior.
I mean, when you think about, they haven't really had much time, he and Lawson up the middle defensively, which would give you one of the best up the middle defenses in the league, which in turn makes it one of the best in the country. That one stays up. The 3-1 misses, so Kurland draws a walk.
You see 3-1, another breaking ball, is feeling comfortable with it. That one stays in a little bit, gets that walk. But he's showing you early what he feels comfortable with.
Here's Carson Bowen, the designated hitter today, the senior. The big home run yesterday, his second of the season. 10 runs batted in, hitting .265 on the year. Transfer, 3 years at TCU. His first year with the Gators out of Anaheim, California. Guy's just been solid his collegiate career. I mean, you look back at his 3-year career at TCU, his career average was .308, 16 homers, had a .990 fielding percentage over 3 years. Shot out to right. Boy, a veteran at bat. And the Gators will have him first and third after the Bowen single.
But they perfectly executed hit and run right here. And the fastball, it's 93 off the plate and up, so it's perfectly placed to be able to shoot it that way. And Kurland on the run takes first to third. And you're right, Gators got something going with 1 out.
Ethan Surowick, the first baseman. They didn't clean up for Florida today. First pitch swinging. Surowick, 6'1", 235, sophomore, another transfer, makes his home in Gulfport, Mississippi. Spent 1 year at Ole Miss. Surowick's got some pop in that bat. Haven't seen as much of it as I think Kevin O'Sullivan would like to see. Well, that had some nice dip to it.
I mean, that's the pitch he wants to throw. I mean, that's his comfort pitch. He throws it with just unbelievable execution. He feels confident about it. And it's showing you, like, it's one of those that good where you could know it's coming and still swing and miss.
Down in the dirt, good job by Lim behind the plate. Surowick leading this team in this series. He and Blake Sear both 286, 2 for 7 at the plate. They're the only two guys in the lineup that have multiple hits.
But that explains the series. When you're saying the guy's leading the team at 286, usually you have somebody, you know, in the 400 or 500 range on a good weekend.
We were also kind of joking around. You throw a no-hitter, it's amazing how quickly the opponent's batting average dips. Tyler Fay with that no-hitter. Crazy to think in a league game. You might get one of those in a midweek game, non-conference. But against an SEC opponent, top 25 team, those are special.
That's I was talking to Coach Vaughn before the game, and he's like, yeah, I mean, they had a perfect game actually at Maryland. And he's like, you know, but it's different when you do it on a Tuesday against a you know, directional school, and then he's like, as opposed to doing it Friday.
Yeah.
In the SEC.
Well, the mishap at first allows Florida to pick up the first run of the game as Cade Curlin comes home.
Pick off a little up, you can see. Luke Vaughn not able to get it, and easy once the ball goes away. Curlin just scoots in. Look at that pitch count though, Dave. 21 already, 1 out. Been 3-2 a lot.
Fouled off at the plate. We'll do it again. Gators with 7 hits yesterday, but not enough to pick up the win as they lose 8-4. That one's high. It'll be first and second. Florida's got a little something going on here in the first. Miles Upchurch got the strikeout of Kyle Jones in a walk, a single and a walk. And a quick chat of the mound by John Lim. There goes some bodies running out to that Alabama bullpen.
Now, David mentioned the 5-pitch mix from the true freshman. And it seems like this inning we've almost seen all of them, and that's the part where you'd like to be able to get through it without doing that. But when you're in a spot, man, you got to go to what works.
Young man, top 100 overall recruit. I mean, the numbers when you look across the board, obviously, you know, you look at an ERA 2.8, certainly solid. 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Giving up less hits than innings pitched. I mean, the numbers.
They all look great.
Yeah. You
take them. You end the year, if you could ask Mr. Upchurch and you say, hey, you're going to end the year starting every single weekend, and you know whatever the record is, but your ERA is going to be a 2.8, like you said, less hits than innings. Strikeout to walk ratio 3-to-1. Sign me up. As a freshman, yes, sign me up.
Going to have to work out of a jam here, though. Opponents hitting just 208 against Upchurch. He's given up 2 home runs on the year in those 22 innings of work. But now he gets Blake Sear. Blake with 3 home runs on the year, 18 runs batted in. The Gator left fielder behind 0-1. Sear 2 for 7 with 2 runs batted in. Was hit by a pitch this weekend. Florida struck out 22 times now, including today's first inning strikeout in this series.
Yeah, and that was the beautiful thing of Tyler Fay's no-hitter. It was dominant in all aspects of the word, just because you're talking about 13 punch-outs in the no-hitter. That's what made the pitch count get to that 132. But and usually a lot of times you'll see no-hitters, and it'll be like 5 or 6 punch-outs, and he was getting outs, ground balls, and stuff.
Boy, having trouble landing that breaking ball.
A lot of times when the breaking ball's up, like it's been a lot, it's just you're rushing, the momentum's coming to the plate, the arm's not where it needs to be, and when you get guys on base, they've already tried to hit and run, and so now you're trying to be quick to the plate.
Down and away, and they are officially loaded. So Upchurch in a world of hurt right now, but you know what? 1-pitch ground ball, and you're in the dugout.
Coaches preach it, right? That's how you got to think. You got to be able to move away from that walk. It's the next pitch, and you're right. Get yourself a ground ball. That's how you get out of there. But right now, boy, Florida doing everything Coach Kevin O'Sullivan asked, like show a pulse early in the game.
Cole Stanford now, Gator catcher, looks at that one up and away. Boy, his misses are bad.
It's misses. That's right. It's not close, especially with the breaking ball. We had the one to Jones in the first at bat, and that's the only one. And it was still up a little bit. Got away with it.
(2-0).
When you're out there on the mound and it's going like this, you're just saying, please swing. Please swing. Right. Help me out. Do something. You know, get me back in the dugout. Change the scenery.
The 2-0. Jason Jackson, pitching coach, already been out there once, so there's not a lot you can do at this point. There's a strike at 3-1. Good news for both of these teams is they haven't run through a ton of pitchers this weekend, so there are plenty of arms available if it gets into one of those type of games. And that'll walk a run in. Boy, it's just a tough situation. You gotta figure you need at least one more batter before you could go get somebody.
Right, because nobody was down in the pen, and so then all of a sudden it's starting to happen fast. Well, second visit right here. That's Sam Mitchell is obviously was able to get loose quick.
What do they call it? Fire drill?
Yeah, fire drill.
It has just not been a good day for the freshman Miles Upchurch. 33 pitches.
But Dave, this is a part where when you're going for the sweep, like you mentioned, the bullpen is stock full. Outside of probably Matthew Heiberger, a lot of guys available down there, and you don't want to let the game get too far out of hand. I know you want to stretch your guy out, but he's shown he hasn't been around the plate. You let it get too far out of hand, it's just tough to come back.
So that'll be it for Miles Upchurch. Sam Mitchell making his way onto the diamond. We'll step aside, back in a moment. Well, there he is, the new pitcher. I don't think Sam Mitchell thought he'd be pitching so quickly in today's game, but here he is, 6'7", 220. You notice him when he walks onto the diamond out of Madison, Alabama, the sophomore right-hander.
You're right, Dave. Sunday morning fire drill, not the most fun thing to have to go do, but he got ready quick. See the 9th appearance so far this year, so he's been a guy that they were able to trust, take the ball whenever they want to, 11 innings, and strikeout to walk ratio, not quite where you want it to see, but it's still early. Able to catch a little rhythm, but last 3 outings have been pretty good. Only giving up 1 hit in those last 3.
Well, he's a guy that certainly they expected to eat up some innings this year, as Kevin O'Sullivan likes the way this one has started. With 1 out, bases are still loaded. 2 have already come home. And now you get Sam Miller, who looks at ball 1.
You know, Dave, he's a predominantly heavy fastball dosage, but coming in with guys on base, starting him off with the off-speed pitch, the big slider, but the fastball is going to be 90-92 range.
That one's popped up. LeBron going to make the catch. Everybody stays right where they are, and that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. Now, Mitchell has been in this situation before. He left the bases loaded in a game earlier this season. Got a strikeout against North Florida back in a couple weeks ago, March 7th.
That becomes some pitchers' best friends. You come in with bases loaded and you strand some runners. You got that the pitcher who just left the game. He owe you a little bit.
Still got to get Ashton Wilson though. Chopper foul. 8th man to hit this inning.
That's a reliever stat, Dave. You got to go deep into the packet to find inherited runners and inherited runners scored. But when you're in the big leagues, and that's how a lot of relievers get paid, and that's how you get remembered.
Wilson out of Orlando, Florida. Lays off that breaking ball. His first at bat this weekend, looks at a strike. It's 1-2. Mitchell didn't play last year. Got some work as a freshman back in 2024. Hit the bottom of the bat, or they're going to say hit his hand. The crowd thought that might have caught the bottom of the bat, but or the way Wilson's reacting, it clearly got his hand.
Yeah, I like to go off of how the players react. The catcher Lim, though, is like he told Coach Vaughn, check that out, because he felt like he heard it.
Hard to see on that one. That first lift much better. It was even still hard. The white ball on the white glove.
Right. Terrific sell job right here, though.
If it did not hit his hand,
terrific sell job.
It's brilliant.
Get the trainer out, shake
Alabama has challenged a hit by pitch. The previous play is under review.
I truly get the challenge here, right? Because, I mean, if it's a foul ball, you take the chance to try to get out of the inning with only 2 runs, and you got to feel really good about how the inning's going to escape with only 2. So if you're able to get this reversed, I know it's early in the game, but it'd be a big one. Right, I think the white glove is just tough. The bottom of the bat's still light too, so it is tough to see.
Indisputable video evidence, the key phrase involved in a play like this, and just on that angle that we see now, there might be something that we're not seeing, but it's hard to overturn. Worth a challenge, I think, for sure, in this setting.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think he might be coming out of the game.
Wow, already know Brendan Lawson today, their shortstop, out with back spasms, and now you lose Ashton Williams, who's out in right field today. He's had 3 at-bats all season. 2 of them were strikeouts. Now he gets hit on the hand and heading to that dugout. We'll see if he's able to get back in here or not. Now there is a stoppage, obviously, for the challenge and the review, which gives him a little bit of time. Kevin O'Sullivan looking in the dugout, trying to get somebody out there at first base.
After review, the batter was hit by the pitch. Alabama is left one remaining challenge. Batter is awarded first base.
So a run will score.
Well, obviously it's close enough, right? If it's close enough to the bat to the challenge, it got hit right on that part of that wrist where it just bends. Man, that can't feel good. 90 miles an hour off the wrist. Not enough meat right there to protect it.
So Cash Strayer now is the new base runner, the freshman out of Tampa, Florida. Cash started the first 2 games of this series, and he will stand at first base. And the 9-hole hitter, Colt Myers, steps in. Colt 1 for 4 yesterday. Had a double. Another freshman. That one shot down the line and right, slicing into the seats, or actually on the berm out there, deep right. It is spring break here at Alabama. Kind of quiet, nice to walk around campus. Drove this morning, it was beautiful to be able to, there's 40,000 people around here it's hard to move around, but this morning was awesome.
Oh yeah, the locals, this is when you get a chance to go to any restaurant you want.
Right.
You just, park right in front of the restaurant, walk right in, no wait.
Actually saw part of the campus I had never seen before in my 30 years of coming over here. Down by the river, it was...
Oh, beautiful river walk.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. 0-2 on Myers. Swing and a miss. So Mitchell hits a batter, a run scores, but that could have been a lot worse. 3-0, and the Tide grabbing their bats as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Here on the Capstone, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Just a perfect day for baseball. This used to be the state capital back in the early to mid 1800s before it moved to Mobile. 26 years it was the capital. Rob Vaughn, 5th straight NCAA tournament. Not Mobile, I meant Montgomery. 5th straight NCAA tournament appearance. This guy has put together a program. I was Oklahoma LSU. Last weekend, and talking to some of the staff that knows Rob from Big 12 days, and the first thing that came out of their mouths was talking about Rob Vaughn. He was one of the toughest son of a guns that they ever coached against.
And at the catcher position, which you would expect, right? But that's the way he wants to recruit. That's the guys he wants to bring in. That's the toughness he wants every single player that walks up to that plate to go up there with. And when you sit there with him and you visit and you see the passion start coming out, you can see why they mean.
There's a look at this lineup, and the guy highlighted, Brady Neal. You want to talk about a guy that has had a phenomenal season. It is him. He's had a great weekend as well. Leads his team in hitting, 5 hits. He hits right behind LeBron, and Torres has been their cleanup hitter, but he is tied for second in the conference with sack bunts. Has already had a couple of them this weekend that have produced runs. So this is a lineup that can do a lot of different things.
Well, like you said, he protects Justin LeBron, and that's what you need, right? Because what guys were going to do, they're going to pitch around him, and Cooper Walls, he's got the task this week to do that. Big boy, 6'5", 225 out of San Diego, California. He's used to this type of weather.
Ground ball back up the middle. That's off the bag, and a good start as Fowler gets a base knock to get things going for the Crimson Tide. And extends his hit streak to 7 games. He's now reached base in 19 straight.
A nice little shot up the middle. I don't think Myers had a shot. Even if he picks this ball up, Fowler out of the box too good. But boy, Luck happens off the bag. Myers dives for no reason, and Fowler doing what leadoff guys do, getting on base.
And here is Justin LeBron. 300 hitter this year. 10 homers, 24 runs batted in. That one's looped into right field. Be caught there by Cash Strayer, who just came in to pinch run a moment ago for the injured Ashton Wilson, and stays in the game at right field, and the ball finds him.
Ball finds you for sure. Cooper Walls 91 to 95 with the fastball, and you can see it right there. That's going in. Got a slider change up. Biggest thing though is he needs a quality start. Needs to give the Florida pitching staff a good start, good chance to win, and that's what you love when you're in the bullpen. Coming into the game with a 3-0 lead already in the first helps you settle down easy.
And here is Brady Neal, 5 for 8 this weekend. 4 runs batted in, a couple of walks. He is out in right field. And it is good to see this young man having some success after some of the trial and tribulations early on in his career. Came out as one of the hottest catching prospects in America out of high school, and back injuries early on just really derailed his season and career at LSU. Transferred here to Alabama, and man, just playing free and easy in his second season now with the Tide. Moved him out to right field.
What? Because the bat is there, and right now Alabama's 3 of their hottest hitters all catch. You got Plattner, you got Lim, and you got Brady Neal. So you got, what do you do? Well, one can DH, one can catch. Find the best athlete, put him in the right field.
He just drew a walk. You can tell Walls being very careful with Brady Neal. He now extends his reach base streak to 16 games. He says it's been kind of a little bit adjustment playing right field versus catcher, because you're locked in every pitch.
Right.
Out in right field, you got to keep your mind. He said the hard part is just trying to stay as focused as you are behind the plate.
Yeah, stop daydreaming, right?
Right.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why when you talk about respect for positions, catching is just an unbelievable place. When you watch those guys, I mean, they get beat up. You're right. They have to be locked in.
But shot out of play off the bat of Jason Torres.
Be out right field, just I'll take a step as the pitcher moves, and then you're looking around.
Torres with a couple of sack bunts from your cleanup hitter. Hadn't been swinging it as well as Rob Vaughn had anticipated. I'm sure as well as Jason had anticipated this year. Still a dangerous bat in this lineup. But now you got a guy dropping down bunts, executing it perfectly. Makes you think.
Well, a lot of times when you're not swinging it right, slumping or whatever you want to call it, but like something positive just gets you in the right frame of mind. So laying down a good sack bunt, one of those things that can help. What can't help though? Big time 12-6 hook right there by Cooper Walls, outside part of the plate. Watch this big breaking hook. 0-2, too close to take. Ooh, that might have come in a little low.
That's what Jason Torres is saying. Florida and Cooper Walls will certainly take it. That'll be the second out of the inning. So runners at first and second for John Lim.
They might have a little argument on that one. Nowadays, the catchers, just the way they frame balls, can make a pitcher. I think that would be the most frustrating thing. You think every pitch is close because the way the catchers catch it.
Lim, the senior transfer. Played last season at Southern Illinois, a couple of years at South Suburban Community College, but makes his home Brisbane, Australia. Hit 19 homers last year at Southern Illinois.
Oh, that's a good changeup. You see out of the hand, started to fade away from that left-handed hitter. Played with a couple Australians. Peter Moylan with the Atlanta Braves and Grant Balfour.
Yeah, there you go. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Cooper Walls does his job, leaves a couple of runners, gives up a hit, nothing doing for the Tide.
Yeah, back-to-back strikeouts. Going to the breaking ball, that's the good go-to pitch. See, nice depth right there, swing and miss.
On Friday night here at Sewell Thomas Stadium, Tyler Fay gets the ball, and who knew what would happen over the next 3 hours as he just pumps strike after strike. 13 strikeouts, 2 walks, and the first solo 9-inning no-hitter for Alabama since 1942 as this ball is shot out to bat of Kyle Jones as the lineup flips back after the 3-run first, and that's 1 down. But Tyler Fay, you have to go back to 1942, the April 22nd game against Ole Miss, as you look at the series recap. But the Gators are the first time Florida had been no-hit since 1963, and that was a 7-inning game. And to top it off, Fay had retired the last 9 in his prior outing. Plus the 27. So he's retired 36 guys now.
That's next level right there, Dave. Well, I mean, he talked about, but the fastball was good. It was 91 to 95, touch to 97. Yeah. So it has good velocity. He's got good run on it. And then you saw some of those videos, the sweeper was there. I mean, it looked like a Frisbee at some point. So, and that's what Coach Vaughn talked about. He's like, in those types of games, no hitters, perfect games, you always have like 3, 4 defensive plays that are just, oh man, they saved it. You know, and he goes, LeBron had one play where he kind of went in the hole, but it's a play he makes no question. So he goes, really didn't have that. He goes, that's how dominant he was.
Here's Cade Kurland. Cade behind 1 and 2, 1 out in the inning already, and that one misses downstairs. Former walk-on from Nebraska, Tyler Fay, who actually, which is kind of the other part of the story, is he grew up wanting to be a Florida Gator. That was his school.
Yeah. So that was another conversation in this day and age, right? The pitch count, say everybody's talking about 132. I'm like, somebody asked me, I was like, well, I would have like told Coach, no, you're going to stay out here. You're not coming to get me.
Ground ball out to LeBron, bobbles it and boots it. Boy, just a bad handle from LeBron, and that'll get another Gator on base.
Yeah, just trying to go glove to hand. I mean, this is a play he makes 100 times in a row, and this is be error number 9 on the season, and that's the toughest thing for him. You see, he made 11 errors as a true freshman, and then even got better, and then this year it just hasn't been where he wanted to be defensively. Now, still can make the outstanding play, but it's the routine one, just like that, that's getting him.
What do you think causes that? I mean, there was nothing tricky about that.
No, I mean, that's just sometimes just a little, concentration. That's all it can be, because, he's going, it didn't look like it wasn't like he's trying to flip it to the hand. He just, as he goes glove to hand, the ball falls out.
Mitchell having to work with a runner on first with one out and faces Carson Bowen.
And it didn't look like, it wasn't like he was trying to rush it. It was just as smooth as he is, because I mean, he might be one of the smoothest shortstops you'll ever watch, and it just looked normal. And as he goes, grabs it, not able to get a handle.
Carson singled and scored in the first. Gators had a little hit and run on back in the first inning with one out. Very similar situation. Bowen delivered a nice shot to right field. Got runners at the corners, and then the floodgates opened up.
I mean, just that inning shows you how the game can turn. He starts, you know, Upchurch starts the game off with a strikeout, and you're like, all right, let's see what the freshman's got. And then that's the last out he gets.
Oh, 0-2 on Bowen. Lim tried to frame that one up nicely for a home plate umpire, Christopher Griffith, but he wasn't buying.
This might be where you see that hit and run go back into play now. Evened it up 2-2. Couple fastballs missed. If he goes that way, he just went in. So if he goes back out, gives him another opportunity to push it to right field.
Runner goes, lifted in the air, a little pop up left side of the infield. LeBron toward the line. He'll make the catch. And that'll get Curlin back to first base. So 2 down.
Well, they picked the right pitch to slider. Curlin took off, trying to get another little hit and run going. Got out a little front for Bowen.
Zerwick now will step in. He walked and scored. Zerwick garnered some attention in the offseason. Northwoods League MVP. Fouls that one straight back. Again, we're talking about the power. He's got it in there. Just 3 home runs this year, but he had 20 homers in the Northwoods League with 74 runs batted in and 220 at-bats.
Dang. Have a summer.
Yeah. That'll get you an MVP award.
I mean, obviously, when you talk about wood bat league, right? And 20 homers shows you got some pop.
Yeah.
That's a lot of at-bats in the summer.
It's a ton.
He says 74 games.
Yeah. High fly ball. Caught out in center field, and the Gators will leave a runner, nothing doing. Mitchell doing his job out of the bullpen for sure. 3-0 Gators out in front.
ESPN app has all of ESPN all in one place. Visit activate.espn.com to see if you have ESPN Unlimited as part of your TV package for no additional cost. It's all of ESPN all in one place. Sign up or activate now.
Hey, number 8 Oklahoma, number 2 Texas. They start a big 3-game series Thursday night at the Dish. Game 1 and 2 coverage begins at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. On next Saturday, series finale starts at 5 Eastern. Like everything else, all games also available on the ESPN app. Boy, Texas, you actually went over and saw a little bit of it this weekend. What a battle going on in Auburn with those two teams.
Boy, 2 really good games. Atmosphere at Plainsman Park in Auburn, Alabama was amazing. I mean, I think they regular season record 8,000 last night, and 2 games that came down to the last pitch of the game. You're right, 2 top 5 teams, and I look for the same next weekend. So you got Oklahoma, just had a big series win against LSU on the road. They're feeling good about themselves. The rubber match with Auburn today for Texas to see if they can do the same.
Alabama going for the sweep here. Florida trying to avoid that scenario. Kind of changes. You just got a feeling, like talking to Kevin O'Sullivan today before the game, you feel like when you get in this situation, you're trying to salvage a game, you play it like it's a playoff type game.
That's exactly right. Especially you talk about playoff baseball as a broken bat.
Speaking of big league baseball, a broken BB-Core bat. Second one I have seen this year already.
Really?
Yeah. Those things just snap right at the handle.
I mean, that gets in the kitchen. You see right there, Plattner holding the handle like, let's get rid of this.
So if you hit a home run, do you just flip the handle, or is this the same thing?
It's not a bat flip, it's a handle flip.
Right.
If you hit a home run and your bat explodes like that, you might be the strongest guy in the league.
So 1 out here.
Cue the equipment manager, Junior.
Right.
Let's go grab that and see what happened.
So Plattner retired. Here is Osterhaus.
But going back to your comment about, playoff baseball, and that's what I was thinking, because they have a guy in the bullpen who's been starting on the weekend, Standiford, that Coach O'Sullivan talked about, hey, he's pushing to want to be in the weekend. And if he's has another good one, they feel like he might be there. So Cooper Walls not necessarily pitching for a spot, but in a sense he kind of is. And so you're talking, and without the 3-run lead, yeah, you're right. A base runner gets on. Is he getting loose? Because you don't want to let it get out of hand. But now with a 3-run lead, you got a little bit of a cushion to let Cooper Walls settle in, which he has settled in pretty nicely.
Osterhaus hit it on the button, but right at Cash Strayer in right field. And now 2 down for Luke Vaughn. First pitch he sees. Skies it out to right toward the line, and that is a foul ball. So we'll do it again. Vaughn, the redshirt sophomore out of Cincinnati, redshirted last year after an injury. Comes in hitting .219 with 4 homers and 17 runs batted in. Went 1 for 4 yesterday. Stays in the lineup today.
Those are the best 2 fastballs from Cooper Walls. 95 last 2 pitches. Pumping up a little bit. Pitching up in the zone. He's already swinging a couple pitches. I keep going. I climb that ladder a little bit more. Thinking, though, I've already got his eyes moving up. Why waste a pitch? Go to the break ball.
Another breaking ball, fouled off. We'll do it again. Oh, pulled stringing. got the strikeout.
That was disgusting. Man, showcase the arsenal right here. Cooper Walls fired up off the mound. You got the fastball at 95. Shows the breaker and says, uh-oh, I got the change up. Here it is.
Look at our standings as we are almost through the second weekend, and 3 teams at 4-1. And Georgia, I mean, they are putting on a clinic. They are going to test the NCAA record for home runs this year.
Boy, they're making a statement, and this is one of those games I talked about it Thursday on SEC Now, where it was like, hey, what are you looking for this weekend? And obviously, there's some big series, the Texas-Auburn series, the Oklahoma-LSU. Would LSU bounce back? Obviously, they didn't, but it was the Georgia A&M series going. If Georgia goes there and puts it on them, like if you're A&M as a fan, you're going to start to feel like this looks a lot like last year with how bad they started last year, and that's exactly what you're seeing.
Georgia's hit 78 home runs. 78, leading the country. The next closest in this league, just to give you a perspective, is Vanderbilt at 52. That one skied to the right side. Luke Vaughn will give way to Brennan Holt, who makes the catch, and that'll be out number 1. And you'll get to see that Georgia-Texas A&M finale, and A&M in a similar situation here to Florida, and that is just do whatever you can to not get swept.
Absolutely, but you're right, man. That Georgia offense, I mean, you got to think of where they play. It's got to be one of the best hitter-friendly parks out there. Just the field and all the trees, everything's green. It's got to be the best backdrop to see a ball come out of the hand.
Oh, LeBron timed it, just couldn't get up high enough. And that's a base hit for Cole Stanford.
Great effort right here by Justin LeBron off the end of the bat, so the line drive kind of floats and LeBron times it. Outstretched arm, just misses it. Dude, he was up there.
Yeah, he was. I was looking at the difference between the bottom of the spikes to the ground. I'm like, goodness gracious.
If you're Coach Vaughn, you see, I just hope he gets up, right? As he is skied that high, you're just hoping he doesn't get hurt.
Sam Miller gets hit right in the back. That'll put him at first and second.
This is one thing I've seen a lot more this year, I feel like, than ever, is hit by pitches with breaking balls. You know, not getting an opportunity to get those fingers in front of the ball, get it over the plate.
Third batter that Mitchell has hit this year. One out and 2 on now for Florida, trying to add to this 3-0 lead. First pitch swinging from Myers. Or excuse me, Cash Strayer. Cash came in and replaced Ashton Wilson, who was hit in the hand by a pitch. And he will send this one out to left out of one hop in front of Osterhaus, and now they're loaded.
A nice piece of hitting right here. Just the youngster just going with the pitch. You see it fading away, stays on it, head down, drives it into left field. Great effort right here by Osterhaus, but just enough in front of him. Good base running. They were halfway. Obviously, if he catches it, it's probably a double play, but being able to move up, because if they hold, Vaughn keeps it in front of him close, probably gets the lead out.
Now here is Colt Myers. Colt struck out his first time. Average down to 205. Ground ball. See if they can turn it. Holt's throw is perfect. They got the ground ball they were looking for, and that'll keep Florida at bay for another inning.
Yeah, watch how smooth this is. The old pitcher's best friend. 6, 4, 3. Alabama coming up to bat, down 3.
College baseball fans get treated to Game 3 of Texas and Auburn later today. Oklahoma, a 9th comeback win of the season. They win the series at LSU. And Paul Mainieri, longtime college baseball coach in South Carolina, have parted ways. Monty Lee taking over that program. But really the story today is who's going to win that series. Texas and Auburn coming up at 3 o'clock Eastern time. You can catch that on SEC Network Plus. Chris Rimbert, one of the best in the league, will be on display. I mean, it has been packed houses, some great baseball, and look who that is. Who, you know him?
Whoa.
You know him?
I do know that guy.
He pitched last night. His name is L.J. Cormier. Happened to be the offspring of my partner tonight, and boy, he has been. I have to commend you because I know it's all the work you did, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's all, yeah, it's everything that we do, right?
But
he teach him as a kid, but
it's crazy. He's come out as a freshman and become a part of that staff. I mean, throwing some big innings last night, 2 2/3.
Yeah, a lot of credit to him, man, and hard work. But it's been fun to watch as a dad. You sit back and you just, sit in the stands and just enjoy, like you said, the work that you put in as a dad all the way up. I mean, the countless times and talks and TED Talks about how this is what it's going to take. You haven't been there yet, but it was a fun to watch last night. The atmosphere, like you mentioned, at Auburn, 7,000 plus on Friday, 8,000 plus last night, and I mean, games that come down to one pitch. You see a leadoff walk right here. Not what you want to see from Kevin O'Sullivan's staff, but again, beautiful baseball. 2 top 5 teams, and 2 teams I think you're going to see at the very end.
We were talking the last time that Alabama swept Florida, by the way, was in 2002, and you were on that team. That's how far back.
Yeah, it's a long time
Florida
ago.
has had Alabama's number over the years, and obviously it is an important to win a series, but to sweep somebody is crazy. you guys were really good in 2002.
We were. I think we got up to number 5.
Yeah.
We're the 5th seed going into postseason play. Choked in our own regional, which was not
That's
fun.
no fun, right? No fun.
But that was back when you the regionals were those 3 days, and you had to get it was like 5 or 6 games in those 3 days.
Yeah.
We lost our first one to Southeast Missouri State. Florida Atlantic was in our regional. It was weird. Auburn was also in our regional. And so, I pitched against Auburn in the regional. It was that was really weird, but fought all the way back. But, yeah, not able to do it, but still a really, really good ball club. To me, I think we had a team to win it all, just didn't get the breaks.
Yeah. Well, that'll be 3 quick pitches and back to the dugout for Bryce Fowler, the leadoff man who leaves Brennan Holt over there at first base. The 9-hole hitter drew that opening walk. And now here is Justin LeBron. Justin's first time up. Flew out to right field. Average has dipped under 300 to 297 now. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. You know, I love the story about LeBron and how he got here. He was a late recruit. Rob Vaughn just gets this job and trying to find a shortstop. He hadn't committed yet to anywhere, which is crazy to think about. And he was one of the first guys that said, yeah, I'll come play for you. And obviously you kind of could see the talent in there, but you never know how it's going to work out. And man, from day one, and I think the thing that Rob Vaughn enjoys the most talking about LeBron is he's one of their hardest workers and has been.
Well, you could tell, he came in as a slick fielding shortstop that was supposed to be a no-hit, all glove. Well, he had glove, and now you mentioned the hard work, the body transformation. He's put on weight, and you can tell the difference as he's growing into his body. You know, I think right now he's just really feeling the pressure of trying to do too much, and that's a lot of times what superstars do. They put everything on their shoulders when it really doesn't have to be. You know, it's just taking at bat. Each at bat is its own at bat and move on. And you could tell with, like you said, that first swing, he's trying to do damage on every pitch instead of just, hey, when the pitcher gives it, hit it where the pitch, take what it's giving me.
I think sometimes these guys, he's going to be a top 10 pick, right? I mean,
he would have been a top 10 pick last year.
That's and they tried.
You can't go any higher.
That's what I mean. It's but they have this pressure, they
right.
feel like they gotta be something, but you're already there.
Yes.
Just keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to be somebody else.
But you can see it in every sport. A lot of that, but that's just the nature of the beast. You want to prove to everybody that's why they have me this high. I got to show everybody. No, just be you, and like you said, be yourself.
Little ground ball to second. Curlin, underhand toss to Myers, and that'll get Cooper Walls and the Gators off the field, off to a really good start, playing some clean baseball today. When we come back, we'll talk to Kevin O'Sullivan, the Gator skipper. Back in a moment. Boy, a great day to get some sunshine here at Sewell Thomas Stadium. Alabama wins the first 2 games of this series. Florida up 3-0. They got all 3 of those runs in the first. Alabama with just 1 hit so far as we move to the top of the 4th inning. Well, we're hoping to get Kevin O'Sullivan on the headset, but
he's locked in.
He's locked in, exactly. Like we are. We're locked in. But
absolutely.
we already had But we already had the headset on.
Because we have to.
Right. And there he is. Joining us now is Kevin O'Sullivan, the skipper of the Florida Gators. Hey, Coach, thanks for joining us. You haven't been in this position very often trying to avoid a sweep. I'm just curious, like, what is the mindset that from a coaching perspective when you're in this type of setting, trying to get one at least before you head home?
Well, it's important. I mean, certainly you don't ever want to get swept on the road, and makes you feel a lot better on the way home and before you play on Tuesday. But the energy today has been better, and we're going to talk about it at the end of the game. But the energy in the dugout has been outstanding. Been a little flat, and for whatever reason, the first 2 games. But the energy is pretty good right now, and we're getting a good start from Coop. And obviously, we've been helped, and with some hit by pitches and some walks and stuff. But we've also had some opportunities to just kind of, open up this lead a little bit more.
Well, yeah, that's what you stressed to us early, Coach, was the energy. And I've seen energy from Cooper Walls, and especially with the fastball changeup combination. What's your take on him?
I love the way he pitches. He's a perfect Sunday starter. He throws strikes. If you beat him, you got to hit him. What you see is what you get, and he's certainly got enough talent. It's just, the fastball command has been a little iffy the last couple starts, but today's been pretty good.
All right, buddy. Listen, we'll let you get going back to business. Appreciate the time.
All right, thanks, guys.
And you could hear that hit skin, but I think that hit our home plate umpire, Christopher Griffith, maybe, in the left arm.
I felt like it hit somebody.
Yeah, it definitely had to. You could hear the rawhide hitting the skin. Everybody seems to be okay. By the way, a new pitcher on the mound. Luke Smyers takes over. The 3rd Alabama pitcher.
Another freshman getting some good opportunities. Be game number 8 on the year. Fastballs lively from the left side, 90 to 93. Biggest thing is, though, is the high walks. The strikeouts are there with the 13, but the walk count now 8 in only 10 innings.
There are the numbers, 11 hits in those 10 innings. And now he'll have to work with some traffic and nobody out in Cade Curlin. Tate has walked and scored, reached on an error. Runner goes, throw down by Lim, not in time, and just like that, Kyle Jones has his 10th stolen base of the year.
You could tell he was on a mission. I'm getting on base, and he's going to go first pitch. That leg kick goes. You got the freshman on the mound in a situation going, he's a little frustrated with the walk, not thinking about the runner, lifts his leg high, easy stolen base.
Sully brought up a good point. It's like they have had multiple opportunities to stretch this to 6-7-0 type of lead, and they haven't done it. They've kept Alabama hovering. So this is one of those innings where you feel like if you're Florida, right? Nobody on. We got a runner in scoring position. We got to at least get one here, if not more.
Well, it's crazy how our conversations have gone, because we talked about that. It's the exact same thing where the feel of the game of, like, even though it is 3-0, it feels like Florida's up 7-0, just the way it's played out. But it is only 3-0, and you're a walk, an error, and a blast from a tie ball game. So yeah, you got to stack some wins.
Well, the Gators under Sully have been just incredible. It blows my mind that half his years as the skipper, he's been in the College World Series.
I mean, look at that, 41 debuts. I mean, getting to coach a guy that made the big leagues is pretty cool. He's got 41 in his career there. And not just guys making their debut, and then they're like guys that are sticking around the league for a long time.
3-0 to Curlin, and that one gets past Lim, and that'll get runners now at the corners as Jones gets the free 90. And all the energy that Florida is bringing to the table today, what Kevin O'Sullivan was talking about, I think has escaped Alabama.
Well, it's the timely saying, right? You're only as good as your next day's starting pitcher, and that's what it was. Like, Florida came out aggressive. Upchurch wasn't able to set the tone. Cooper Walls has been good, like Kevin O'Sullivan talked about, and you're seeing a total reversal from the first 2 games.
6 walks and a hit batter by my math today. 5 walks, 2 hit batters.
Gotcha.
Jason Jackson making his way back out to the mound to try to settle down the youngster. Gives us an opportunity to tell you that number 4, Oklahoma and Ole Miss continue the 3-game series at the Ole Miss softball complex in Oxford tonight and tomorrow, with both games right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central Time. You can always catch that on the ESPN app as well. Well, I guess as a pitching coach, these are one of those moments that you just kind of, youngster, you want to keep his mind right. How do you handle that? What are the right words? You better, and I guess it goes to relationships too. You got to understand the kid.
Yeah, that's the part. Is like I said, what guys can you be stern and jump on? What guys do you have to kind of be a little bit softer? And you're right, you got the relationship, but not a fun opportunity and fun spot to be in as a pitching coach to have to walk out there for that one.
So another change on the mound for Alabama. We'll update it when we come back. The capstone here in Tuscaloosa. A quiet campus. Spring break is underway, but a gorgeous day. Walking around downtown last night, walking around the campus this morning. Just a beautiful place, beautiful time of the year. Ashton Crowther taking over, trying to keep the Gators at bay as Florida leads this one 3-0. The junior out of Trinity, Florida, who spent some time at both South Carolina and Miami before getting his Alabama jersey.
So this game probably means a little bit. South Carolina, Florida, good rivalry. Miami, Florida, good rivalry. How about that? 85-88 from the fastball. Gonna have a little tail away from the right-handed hitters. Boy, but he's looking for that ground ball right here. Got the double play in order. Mixes all the pitches. Slider, curveball, change, and a little split as well.
Last pitched. The Tide 7-inning win against North Florida. Last year at South Carolina, made 19 appearances with a 4.38 ERA. Struck out 28, 37 innings. Goes inside, Carson Bowen. Runners at first and third, and there is nobody out. Jason Jackson telling us today before the game they've got plenty of arms available. We may see plenty of arms today, the way this is trending.
If you have a P by your name, get your shoes tied tight.
1-1 on Bohm. There is Crowther, who spent 2 years at Miami. Missed the 23 season because of an injury, pitched in 24, and then transferred to South Carolina for last season. Lifted in the air, out to left. Osterhaus doesn't have to move very much, but that is a sacrifice fly, and Florida gets one across here. That's the first out of the inning, but 4-0 now, the Gators. Go down as a quality at-bat for Bowen, who picks up the RBI, his 11th of the year.
Absolutely. Had one in the first, so the senior picking up another one. Yeah, if you're not able to put runs on the board, how many missed opportunities if you look back if you're Florida going, man, we had a lot of opportunities and it's only a 3-0 ball game, so that's a big run. But for Crowther, he's doing his job. Now you look at it one pitch away, minimize that damage. Because no matter what it feels like, it's still the 4th inning. There's a lot of outs to get for both sides.
Throw back to first. Luke Vaughn knocks that one down. You know, there are some teams that would love to have just one type of, quality catcher, and they've got 3 of them out here they can run at Alabama that they feel good about.
Yeah, that's the part of it. There is 3 guys that they feel comfortable with behind the dish, and that's super rare.
Lim gets the start today.
I wonder how they decide. Hey, like, I guess it might be ask the pitcher, who are you most comfortable with?
Yeah.
That might, because that's a lot of times how it is. Especially with Brady Neal having enough athleticism to be able to move around and go out there and play in the outfield. Opens up those opportunities.
Talking to some of the folks in the outfield, trying to keep his mind right. Hoping the ball finds him.
Yeah, we've yet to see a fly ball. Check out his routes and see his skill set.
Young man out of Tallahassee, Florida. Oh, they got the pickoff opportunity here to throw to second. They will get Kurland. Now there's 2 down.
Kurland taking off on first movement. Nice job by Crowther, the lefty, and even better by Luke Vaughn. See, he catches that ball, clears it, gets inside, makes a strike to LeBron, puts the tag down. Easy pickoff.
Zurwick lines it, and that one is gloved. Picked right off the turf from Brendan Holt. And how about that effort from Crowther?
Yeah, ball's absolutely smoked. And how about here? Nice pickup play. Hey, little momentum for the Tide, maybe? A pickoff and coming back to the plate.
Fun is just getting started. This is why I love this sport so much.
Right where we should be this time of year.
The celebration is on.
Second weekend of conference play. Dave Neal and Lance Cormier from Sewell Thomas Stadium here in Tuscaloosa, where Florida trying to salvage this series with just one win. They're up 4-0 as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. And Jason Torres leads things off. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Crimson Tide. Torres, first time out, struck out against Cooper Walls. Starts him off slow. Ben McDonald's a big fan of slow, fast.
Because he could do anything.
Right.
He had it all, right? He had one of the best curveballs you've seen, and he had the really good fast. So yeah, Ben could do anything he wanted to do.
On that one, catches Torres, I believe, on the back leg. And that'll be the first hit batter of the year from Walls.
Well, he went slow, and then slow off the knee. So at least it's not the fast off the knee. I've never heard it like that, though. Slow, fast.
Yeah, that's what Ben talks about all the time. He says, you know, he's a big fan of that when some guys that in the lineup you're trying to maybe pitch around or away from a little bit, start them off slow, and then give them the heat if you need to.
Well, when you think about it, most guys don't walk up to the plate wanting to hit off-speed pitches.
Yeah.
Like they want to see the fastball. I mean, that's how you're taught, right? You're always on the fastball. You react to everything else, and so I like it. I like being able to do that. And that's when you talk about guys that are true pitchers, you can mix different pitches at any point in the count.
Little blooper's going to drop in for a base knock. John Lim gets the single. That'll put him at first and second now for the Crimson Tide. Can you tell I worked with Ben on Thursday night? I have all of his pitching stuff.
The thing is, did Ben take you to get some crawfish? Because it is peak time.
No, I told him, I said, if he wants to peel them for me, I'll have them. But I'm not going to get all. You guys,
I'd peel it for you.
I know.
But I mean.
Well, here we go. You talked about it like it's one of those situations in this where you got to win this one if you're Florida. And Kevin O'Sullivan quickly out to the mound, even though there's a goose egg on the boards for Alabama. There's 2 on and nobody out.
Well, I mean, it's crazy what free pass as a leadoff hitter, right? Where the leadoff walks or leadoff hit batters, how often that opens up a big inning. And that's what Kevin O'Sullivan's trying to do, is trying to settle Cooper Walls down. Hey, continue to pitch like you're doing. I love the energy. He's going at, he's attacking hitters, but it's one of those when you give up that free pass, those are the innings that start to snowball.
Walls has been solid. He has thrown 47 pitches, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Does have a hit batter. Giving up just 2 hits. Russell Sandifer is the one up in the bullpen for the Gators right now. Boy, I tell you one thing. You look at Florida's pitching staff. It's like old school type Florida. The quality of arms that Kevin O'Sullivan has stacked in this year's group, quite impressive.
What Coach Vaughn said, he just runs out a bunch of big league arms.
That's it.
He gets to sit back, and every time he phones down to the bullpen, it's just a guy that touches 97, a guy that nasty breaking ball. And you can see why 5 shutouts. I mean, when you have that quality of staff.
Barberi pitched yesterday, young man. He's 97 to 100.
Yeah, it's easy to sit back, or I guess Coach O'Sullivan, he stands up the whole time. But man, when you got guys like that, you just cross your legs and go, hey man, go pitch.
You know, one of the things he said about this staff that's a little different from other staffs is that this is a group that can really sink the ball now. Ground ball.
Go.
This could be 2. Curlin's turn over to first in time. Well, that discussion worked out well as the Gators get the double play. Looks like we got some chippiness and some chirping going on. Cooper Walls even walking Lim back to the dugout.
Well, you got right here, right? Talking about the sink, got a little ground ball, little 6-4-3. Lim goes in hard, takes out Curlin. And you're right, little chippiness, hey, but Cooper Wall 6'5".
It's Colt Myers stepping in there saying, hey, man, you don't need to slide like that. And then Cooper Walls, who's the big boy.
All right, I'll come into play. Hold on.
Yeah. So now Rob Vaughn at the line talking to our crew.
Oh, they brought Torres back to second base.
So they're going to say that there was some runner interference at second.
And the double play. This is the best case scenario ever for Florida.
Yeah.
But that's you talk about the sink, right? He says most of his staff is a lot of straight forcing fastballs, more up in the zone with ride. He said now we got some guys that can sink the ball, allows you to get those ground balls just perfectly timed right there. Double play. Words of wisdom by Sully.
So I wonder if it's because Lim popped up on that slide, or was he off the bag?
Yeah, from my angle, it looked like he could reach the bag, but maybe he didn't go straight into the bag because he kind of hits Curlin's legs as he's throwing it. Which 10, 15, 20 years back, that was just the norm.
If you didn't do it,
you were out. You got pulled.
Right.
Yeah. You were going down to the other end of the dugout because you didn't want to hear it.
Ground ball to the right side, and the Gators are going to get out of this one. Boy, Alabama had a chance. Cooper Walls gets a double play ball, and Gators grabbing some bats, up 4-0, moving to the 5th. And when we come back, we will talk with Rob Vaughn. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Oh, I love our conversations. Florida up 4-0 over Alabama. Rob Vaughn down in that dugout, and we were just talking about that last play, and you know, unfortunate that happens there in that situation. But man, it is so hard to win a sweep anybody in this league. And human nature, coach. I mean, I guess it kind of, to try to sweep somebody in this league, it's got to be hard after you win the first two the way you want them. It's got to be hard to keep your guys going. What's the message this morning to kind of propel them to where they need to be mentally?
Yeah, man, I thought they were in a great place mentally. We took great BP. Focus was good. Energy was good. You know, to be honest with you, the fact that let me look at my old trusty notes here. The fact that we put 8 on for free here through 4 and are down 4-0 is pretty darn remarkable, you know. So, man, Sam Mitchell did a good job of minimizing there in the first, and then Crowther comes in and minimizes right there, and they keep giving us a chance. So, man, I told our guys, I said, man, we played about as bad as we humanly can and are down 4-0 in the middle innings at home. Like, I'll take that 100 times out of 100. Let's go to work.
Well, what is the conversation to the hitters, right? Trying to get on the board. Is it a lot of pressing going on? I mean, what are you having those conversations with them?
Man, it's funny. Like, you know how this goes. Like, you got a big leaguer on Friday, a big leaguer on Saturday, and then a guy that's like change-up slider at the bottom of the zone, smothering you with strikes, working with tempo. Like, man, you got to credit him a little bit. He's doing an outstanding job of mixing pitches, and he's still got 94 in his back pocket.
Throws 95 too.
Like, yeah, it ain't like we're 86, 88. So some of this is just a credit to him. Like, we just haven't been able to put multiple at-bats together, you know, and credit him, man. He's been outstanding, and we set it up that inning. I'm sitting there like, golly, do I cut it in half right here and bunt him up? No, let's go get him, and then 6-4-3 is kind of just the way it goes sometimes. But man, we're still in this thing in the middle innings here. We need Ash to settle in and get us another 0 or 2 here, and Lord have mercy, man. We're at home with a good crowd on a beautiful day and a chance to do something cool, man. We gotta stay in this thing.
Hey, so listen, you come in here and you were struggling. Last week was just a tough week for the baseball team. You turn around and you flip the script. I mean, is it as simple as saying it's just the game? But like, how do you as a coach kind of handle that scenario, knowing how good you could be and yet how it went last week? Good play over there by Torres.
Yeah, you know, I think that's what it is. I wish I could tell you I had. It's just like the coach that goes in, right, and the team plays better in the second half, and it's like, golly, man, what a halftime speech that he just gave, you know.
Right.
I wish I told you I had some magic secret there, but, man, like I just, you know, we just kind of remind them who they are, you know, and I think this day and age there's so many opinions and there's so many thoughts, and, man, these kids are glued to their phones, and everybody on Twitter thinks they stink, and it's so easy to start to believe that. And it's, you know, it's one of those things where you remind them who they are and remind them of what we're capable of doing together. And if we're one of those guys that throw foul ball,
there you go.
You know, if you go in there, especially against a guy like Liam Peterson, like I said, man, that guy's special. And if you go in and it's going to just be, I'm going to out-talent Liam Peterson, let's call it what it is, you're probably going to lose that 9 times out of 10. And so I thought the guys just have done an incredible job, man. We had 2 really good days of practice on Wednesday and Thursday. After losing 4 in a row, we got back at 2:30 in the morning on Wednesday morning after a long trip, and man, they showed up, and that's what I've challenged them to do. Just stick together and keep playing, man. Like, if we let this thing, man, the struggles of March will callous you for April, May, and June. Or you turn on each other, you start to press, you start to believe everything you hear, and all of a sudden you spiral. So one of those things, the boys have rung the bell the first 2 days, and, man, they got a lot of fight in them. I love this group, man. I love coaching this group, and they're taking me for a ride here. So we're going to crawl back in this thing in the middle and go get them late.
All right, well, good luck rest of the way. A lot of baseball left. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, boys. Roll Tide.
He is such an upbeat, energetic dude.
Loves it.
That one shot out to right. Brady Neal. Shy of the warning track.
Okay.
There you go.
He gets his, is that his first one? But I love what he said about you have to just remind them who they are.
Yeah.
Because there is so much negativity in the social media side of things, and he's right. These kids, they're nonstop on their phones, just reading those things, and everybody's coming at them from different angles, and it is so easy to believe that. I mean, you're looking at a winner, right? I mean, he's won everywhere he's been at Maryland, 5 straight NCAA tournament appearances. I mean, he's getting his guys that he wants in here, and the tough part about it is when you have that portal and you go get guys, if you miss, then you've used a lot of NIL budget on guys that you thought were going to be players, and that's the tough part about the portal. Portal can give, but also take it away.
Crowther doing his job, gets 2 outs here. It's Sam Miller. Count even now, 1-1. Boy, that is the game. You just touched on something about the portal, and you know, there's obviously a varying degree in this league of budgets for baseball, and everybody's got some money, but some more, a lot more than others. You almost can't miss when you're paying these guys.
Absolutely.
And the pressure to make sure you get the right guy has got to be crazy. You know, you have freshman class of 14 old days, 14, 15 freshmen coming in here. If you get 2 or 3 to perform,
right,
you can build the other. Yeah. Now it's got to be a hit right away in the portal.
And you got to hit that, and you got to hit the freshman class. But it's like the free agency when it comes to professional sports, right? You have to do all your research, and how, you know, when you start to hear these teams, one bad free agent contract wrecks an organization, and that's how you got to look at it.
Up and in on Sam Miller, now 2-2.
Hey, love that right there. That's what he has to do. Crowther, I mean, 90 is the bullet.
Yeah.
And he's more of an off-speed guy, but he's got to keep him honest. So I love that fastball in, tying up the hands, keeping that hitter from leaning out over the plate.
Florida only has 3 hits so far. Alabama with just 2. And you heard Coach Vaughn, it's the 8 free passes that has been the separator today. Swing and a miss. Crowther looking sharp. Gators go down 1-2-3 for the first time today.
Well, we got Cooper Walls today. He's been good. 4 scoreless so far. It's been the off-speed pitches. Coach Vaughn talked about it. Seen breaking ball. Watch this beautiful changeup right there. That was nasty. And he comes back for his 4th punch out. Another big breaking ball. And the guy, I mean, like you said, Coach O'Sullivan talked about, he's a strike thrower. He also has the velocities. Come back, we talked about needing a quality start. 4 1/3 innings. Last one out, 7 hits. This one, much better. 4, only 2 hits.
Here's Luke Vaughn. No relation to their head coach, Rob Vaughn. He'll start things off. Luke hitting 8th in the lineup, playing first base, struck out his first time. Followed by Brendan Holt, the second baseman, and then Bryce Fowler. He's had a heck of a year at the top of the lineup for the Tide. 0-2 quickly on Vaughn. That one caught Cole Stanford, I think, right in the Adam's apple. It hopped up, just got underneath that mask. Oh, that is no bueno right there, buddy.
Even looked like he did. You know, you're taught as a catcher, tuck the chin. Man. Looks like he's touching the collarbone.
Yeah.
That's when he, especially when he moved his arm. I'm telling you, mad respect to the catchers. Let's see what's going to happen, Dave. You know, as he gets to stay in the ball game 3 pitches from now. Guess who forgot about that? Everybody watching in the stands, everything. Guess who hadn't forgot about it?
Right. Yeah, as he's throbbing in pain. Right.
That's going to be there for 3 weeks, and he's going to remember that one, and everybody else has forgotten about it, especially if he doesn't block the next one.
Goes fastball up, 92 miles an hour.
Number 44, Ernesto Lugo Canchola.
2-2 the count now.
Lugo Canchola getting loose for the Gators.
Sharply hit, gloved by Miller across the diamond. Oh, well executed by the Gator third baseman.
Hot corner, right? A little hot shot. Watch him to catch it. I'll get my feet right yet and let it eat. Nice strong throw across the diamond.
Came off the bat at 96 miles an hour. One down for Brendan Holt. Hitting .301 on the year. 1 homer and 13 runs batted in. That is just a nasty pitch today. When pitchers have a, you know, we always say, what's he have a feel for? Apparently he has a feel for that.
The hook is there, right? The breaking ball is there, right? He went like your boy Benny, slow, and slower.
Yeah. I mean, he has not thrown many fastballs here the last couple innings.
Well, I mean, look at where we're at. We're into the 5th. We're at 62 pitches, and he's right where he wants to be, less than that 15 pitch per inning.
Oh, it's even at 2-2. Lugo Canchola up for the Gators in that bullpen if needed. That one's fouled out of play. We'll do it again. Alabama trying to rally back into this one. The middle innings, these next 2 pretty important for Florida if you look at some of the numbers. They can hang on here. Alabama's 0-6 when they trail after 6 innings this season. And if the Gators can maintain the lead, the other part of that is they're 14-0 when they lead after 7. So the next inning and a half, big deal, I think, in this one.
And you got to think the way it's played out over the weekend, Alabama has used more of their high leverage guys, where Florida, losing the first 2 games, they feel like they got a little bit more of a stacked bullpen in the backside for them.
That'll put a runner on first with one out. And now here's Bryce Fowler. Fowler singled and struck out today. Redshirt senior out of Madison, Mississippi. A couple of years at Southern Miss, 1 year at Pearl River Community College, second season now with the Crimson Tide. Kevin O'Sullivan is going to make that change. So Cooper Walls will call it a day. Nice performance from Cooper, as you said, looking forward. I mean, there were people breathing down his neck wanting to get that third weekend spot, but the way he pitched today, I don't think he did anything to hurt himself.
Right, and I don't know if I don't know if he technically knows that as a player. You can still kind of sense it and feel it, and I mean, he answered the call, did everything he needed to do. Was staked with a 3-run lead in the first inning. That feels good as a pitcher when before you step on the mound, you already have a 3-run lead. But you're right, I feel like he's done everything, especially when you talk about Sunday baseball in the SEC, right? I don't care how deep you go in the game, you lead the game with 0 on the scoreboard and your team with the lead, like you did your job.
Yeah, it was only 2 hits allowed, a couple of walks in there, but nice afternoon for Cooper Walls. Gives us a moment. Talk to you about number 8 Oklahoma, number 2 Texas. They'll start a big 3-game series Thursday night at the Dish in Austin. Game 1 and 2 will start at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 Central. And next Saturday's series finale starts at 5 Eastern, 4 Central. Like everything else, you can catch that on the ESPN app. You look at our D1 baseball top 10. UCLA has been there all year. Texas breathing down their neck. Georgia Tech has put together a heck of a season. Talk about a team that can hit it and has been able to hit it, but now they can pitch it to go with the hitting. James Ramsey in his first year has got himself a heck of a team. And there's Arkansas, Auburn, Mississippi State, Georgia. I mean, it is just the grind of 10 weeks of SEC baseball is nothing like it.
And that's why when you talk to these coaches, it's not 10 weeks. They look at it at 1 week, one week at a time. Because if you think about what you're going to go through 10 weeks, it can just get daunting, and then you start to just doubt yourself fully. So it's literally, I know the coach speak game at a time, but it truly is one game at a time, and you take care of that weekend. You just go look to, can we win a weekend?
And the new pitcher, Ernesto Lugo Conchola, 6'5", 235 out of Pleasant Grove, Utah. The senior trying to change things up for Kevin O'Sullivan, making his 12th appearance of the year in the numbers again, like many of these guys on this staff. .56 ERA and 16 innings of work, and how about 23 strikeouts to just 4 walks?
Yeah, not much to say, right? Dominant numbers when you talk about it, and especially like 11 appearances already. So he's soaking up multiple innings every time he goes out there. It's up to 93 with the fastball, slider, changeup. So a little different. A lot of times you see these guys have 4 or 5 pitches. Lugo Conchola goes out there, says, I only need 3, headed with you, but it's especially against lefties, it's predominantly slider, over 50% sliders. So look for a lot of them coming at Bryce Fowler.
Well, he gets to look at Bryce Fowler, Justin LeBron, and Brady Neal if they can get that far. It's the top of the lineup. So a little lefty on lefty matchup, and Fowler swings and misses on the first one.
I think that's why he's coming in when you talk about who's up. You know, you got the right-hander mixed in there, but you got 2 lefties of the next 3, so that's why you went to your left-handed guy.
Breaking ball stays inside. Fowler got off to a great start. Had an 8-game hitting streak earlier this year. Had 5 hits last weekend on the road at Kentucky. Went 5 for 15. 2 homers, 6 doubles. Check swing, and that is a strike. I guess there was no check in that. It was a swing.
He wanted to check.
Yes.
He tried to hold up, but wasn't able to.
1-2 the count. See if he spins another one in there.
I bet he does.
Good take from Fowler. No swing, says Clint Fagan down there at third base. That was a check swing.
That was.
You call it the fair or foul pole?
Call it the foul pole, I think, but it should be.
Right. And that is a breaking ball for a strike.
That wasn't a swing.
That was on the shoulder.
That was just, yeah. Up there, just looking nice breaking ball. That was they all started away, and stayed away, stay low. That one starts, you know, he's on the left-handed side. That starts at that shoulder. Oh, you see that front shoulder fly open, that left-hand breaking ball right in there.
This is why it's not a problem for Kevin O'Sullivan to go grab an arm out of the bullpen. Again, if they, you know, they haven't hit it really well this year. They've hit it well enough. But you're always going to have a chance, right? If you can keep teams to 2, 3, 4 runs.
Well, it's like a coach, right, that has the great 7th inning guy, good setup man in the 8th, and it feels like he's got a dominant closer. You shorten the game so much. Yeah. So now, hey, if you got a little bridge guy like Lugo Conchola showing he could be that bridge, man, starter gives you 4 to 5 innings, and you feel really good if you got the lead.
See how this plays out. Still a lot of outs to get. That ball's hammered deep to left field. Blake Sear just watches this one bounce off the scoreboard. And Justin LeBron does it again. His 11th of the year, and it comes at a great opportunity for the tie.
You're talking about a guy getting the hit when it matters. Justin LeBron, 92-mile-an-hour fastball, 106 off the bat, an absolute blast. Knows it, off the scoreboard, cuts the lead in half, and now, you know, I mean, hindsight, Coach Vaughn talked about, should I have bunted, maybe cut it in half? Yeah. Might have helped, but like you said, still a lot of outs left.
Ground ball to the right side, gobbled up there by Kurland, and Gators getting off the field. But Justin LeBron was 0 for 2, and then he wasn't 0 for 2. How about 1 for 3 with a moonshot off the scoreboard? 4-2, Florida with the lead. Florida with a 4-2 advantage, 3 hits apiece. As we move to the top of the 6th inning, and just a moment ago, Justin LeBron with a 2-run homer. His 11th of the season gives him 25 and 26 runs batted in, and cut the lead in half. Had an error earlier today, but makes up for it right there with a 2-run shot. And Cash Strayer will lead things off. That's a breaking ball in there for a strike. Boy, LeBron, it's always something. You never know whether it's defensively or at the plate. Like, he's just a highlight waiting to happen. You know it's going to happen in every game. There's something. And we just saw that blast.
Yeah, that's career home run number 40, I believe, and that puts him into pretty cool territory with 40-plus homers, 50-plus bags. Him and G.W. Keller. How about that name?
Yeah.
A little blast from the past. 97 to 99 here, outfielder.
Swing and a miss. Strayer goes down.
A couple of College World Series appearances for GW and his boys back then.
And LeBron wasn't even a home run hitter in high school.
He also wasn't even a shortstop.
That's crazy. And now look at him.
40. Or 40-40. I said 40-50.
Yeah.
He'll get the 50. He's 21 of 21 this year. Just if he stops hitting homers and he gets to stop at first base, then he'll be able to run. Yeah, he played second base mostly in high school because they had another guy, forget his name.
Crowder, one hop and can't be picked by Surowick over there at first base. Or, excuse me, Luke Vaughn over there.
Does a good job of making the play, sets his feet. A lot of times you'll see pitchers slip and fall. Rare's back, nice strong throw, but the tough hop too, boy. You're thinking, hey, if he gets a little bit further out there, Luke Vaughn tried to play it nicely, but wasn't able to pick it up. Give that an 81. Well, we showed the 10 errors in the 4 games. 3 already today.
Yeah, they're going to want to pick that up. 961. Going to cost you some runs.
But right when you talk about the 8 free passes, sooner or later, right? When you play with fire, you're going to get burned, and errors, free passes, usually turn into crooked number innings.
Now it's the top of the lineup, and Kyle Jones. 0-for-2 with a strikeout, a flyout, and a walk.
Well, we got here early. We were sitting here way before, you know, Alabama was even able to get on the field, and they had the little pitching machine set up, and all the infielders were going through fielding balls like that. And so, you know, they're putting in work, but it's just not translating to the field.
That one's down in the zone. It's 2-0. Jones, the redshirt sophomore out of Athens, Georgia, transferred in from Stetson. Already has 11 multi-hit games for Florida. Matter of fact, he got up to such a crazy hot start. He had 6 multi-hit games in their first 8 that they played this year.
Gosh, that's how you boost the average early. Walking up to the plate feeling good when it says 680.
Yeah.
Beauty of that, when you start off so hot, you can withstand a little midseason slump and the numbers don't fall off, right? But when you start off in that slump and you're looking up every time you go to the plate and it's 112 and, you know, 088.
Sharply hit, knocked down by LeBron. They get the out at second. Well, that came off the bat at 104 miles an hour.
Just smoked one hopper, and this is the part we talk about, right? Hit, can run, can also field, does a nice job recovery. Heck, if he fields that cleanly and doesn't knock it down, he's able to. That's a double play.
Probably because it came out of there at 104 miles an hour. Got there in a hurry.
Jones is one step in the box when he's fielding it.
So 2 down now, and Cade Curlin. Again for Florida today. This is a tough lineup without your biggest bat. Brendan Lawson is out today with back spasms. Lawson clearly the top hitter on this Florida team. Came into the weekend. 10 of his 27 hits were home runs. And 16 of the 27 hits were extra bases.
No. You know what that does? High slugging percentage.
Yes.
If you're into numbers.
Well, it's tough not having him on the field. It's certainly a leader in a lot of different ways. And with those back spasms, you just hope it's not a lingering thing. Obviously try to get him back on the field in the midweek. But left after one at-bat yesterday. Curlin also returning from injury this weekend. He had missed some time with an oblique, about 2.5 weeks. Missed his second base leadership.
Well, they got a big one this coming up Tuesday against Florida State in Jacksonville.
Well, they packed that place out. I did that game a few years ago. I mean, you thought it was for like some championship.
Really?
There were so many people. It was sold out. Throw down to second. High throw, and that'll be a stolen base. So Colt Myers with his 4th. He's perfect, 4 out of 4. Oh, excuse me, Kyle Jones. It was forced out a minute ago. Kyle Jones now 10 out of 11. That'll end the inning. Curlin goes down as he takes a 3rd strike. Some great work out of the bullpen from Ashton Crowther.
You talk about making a pitch when you need it most. Look at that little hook into zone. Slow it down. 4-2. We got a ball game here.
Trey Phelps, look at that OPS. Crazy. There's a lot of Georgia batters.
It's because he's doing that. You see how far that went? He kept looking and looking, and it's still going. And yeah, you mentioned power in the Georgia lineup. He's got as much as it comes any there. They got Jackson, the catcher, having an unbelievable year. But man, Phelps is an exciting player. One swing of the bat can change a game.
Georgia and Texas A&M coming up later on. Jackson has 15 home runs for Georgia. Colby Branch has 12. How about Brendan Hudson with 11, and Trey Phelps is 4th on the team with 10.
They have 4 guys with double figures already.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't sleep on Caden Sorrell, though. A&M's got some juice.
Caden Sorrell has 11 home runs. That's tied for 4th in the league. Florida missing Brendan Lawson and his 10 homers today. Jason Torres, cleanup hitter. Laid down a perfect bunt yesterday. Runners at first and third. Got a run home. 2 sacrifices from the 4-hole hitter.
Went safety squeeze.
Yeah.
Double. Did he move the runner to second and get the run in?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean,
Production.
It was. You couldn't have drawn it up any better.
You're talking about home runs and guys in this league. Tristan Becerra at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
That guy is on fire right now. He had 2 on Thursday, and then I know he hit another one, I think, yesterday.
He's up to 14. 1 behind Georgia's Daniel Jackson for home runs.
He had some grown man bombs. It was like, you know, opposite field, no doubters, where like the courtesy jog, little turnaround from the left fielder, like, okay, I'll look at it, but.
You know, Daniel Jackson's leading Georgia's Daniel Jackson's leading the SEC in home runs, but he's also leading the league in hits. I mean, he's not just a one-trick pony. Although that is a pretty good trick, though. 15 bombs.
You talk about hitting in the portal, right? Getting the right guy, the right opportunity. It seems like Georgia just keep doing the same thing, plug and play with guys that lead the nation in homers.
Big swing and a miss from Torres, and he'll go down first out of the inning. But Jackson's hitting .419 on the year, second in the conference behind Bryce Chance of Mississippi State.
Boy, big hook right here, back foot slider. We got a little stare down right here by Lugo Conchola. Torres staring right back. Rob Vaughn hopped out quick, get everything settled down. Remember Torres being involved in any of the hoopla, because he was the guy who was at second that had to go, you know, he went to third, he had to go back to second. So
yeah, we had a little, I don't know, a little bit of chirping after a runner interference play at second base, trying to break up a double play.
Torres is from, he started his career at Miami though, so that does things go way back?
Yeah, these guys are coming in from all kinds of different programs. You don't know what happened in the history somewhere. Like, you know, there may have been something 3 years ago when Miami played somebody.
Double barrel action at the Florida bullpen. Number 9, Luke McNeely. Number 17, Russell Sanderford getting loose. 9, McNeely, 17, Sanderford.
That ball shot back up the middle, just past a diving Myers into center field. And John Lim with a base hit. His second today.
We're routinely seeing balls just smoked. 104 up the middle right here, just right back where it comes from. They talk about pitch it where it's hit it where it's pitched. If I can say it right. Thought Myers would have a play on it, but it was hit too hard for him to even have a shot.
Well, it looks like Myers took a little shot. He'll get back at his position, though, see if he stays in the game. Well, that one gets past Stanford, and that will get a runner to second base now with just 1 out, so an opportunity here. Alabama picked up those 2 runs on that LeBron homer last inning to cut it in half, and now Kevin O'Sullivan doesn't want to see this one get away.
Your goal of an offense, Dave, is to get the starter out of the game. And when you get the starter out of the game early, a lot of opportunities when you're going to be seeing arms come in and out, but they're starters for a reason. You feel like they're your best opportunity, so they're starting the game. And so when you get in the bullpen, usually that's when things can happen.
A quick discussion. Kevin O'Sullivan back to the dugout. McNeely and Sandifer up for the Gators. Lugo Concello trying to battle his way through this one. And he is behind 2-0 to Will Plattner. Plattner hit into a double play his last time up, grounded out his first time. That one's down in the dirt.
Went from throwing the ball where he wants to now missing, and not even missing close. You can tell what he wants to get you out with. If you're going 2-1 breaking balls, that's the pitch he's probably going to. I'd be willing to bet he's going to a 3-1 as well.
So now it's full 3-2.
Going right back to it.
Yeah.
That just shows you, as hitters, you got to know that, right? You can see it and everything. It just shows you how hard it is to hit the baseball. I mean, you can't stay back long enough. You know what's coming.
Threw him a fastball, lifted high in the air, deep to left field, and Plattner off the top of the scoreboard. His first home run of the year, and we've got ourselves a tie game.
How about the captain? Bring it in, bring it out. Will Plattner, 103. He got to enjoy it too. This ball was way out of here. 397 feet off the top of the scoreboard. Back-to-back crooked numbers for the Crimson Tide. We got a 4-4 ball game. Definitely some new energy in this crowd. The dugout. That's why, as a pitcher, when you start staring down hitters and firing the dugout out, boy, it goes good. It goes good, but boy, it can turn on you quick. And right now, it turned on Lugo Conchola.
He just flat out grooved that fastball. I mean, it was middle, 91 miles an hour. Well, just like that, we are tied at 4. The energy. Rob Vaughn and his Crimson Tide. They were down 4-0. They were in the bottom third in home runs, just 31, but they've had back-to-back innings with 2-run homers to tie this up at 4, and boy, they've got some life now.
They sure do, boy. I mean, talk about obviously the guy you look to in the lineup, Justin LeBron. He comes through, and then guess what? The next one, your captain of your team, steps up when you need it most. And we've talked about it all game. A lot of missed opportunities for Florida. Had a lot of guys left on base. You know, bases loaded situations. Haven't been able to get it. They got 7 guys left on base, and you look back now and go, what could have been? Now you got a four-ball game, and we got 3+ innings to go.
And Russell Sandiford comes out of the bullpen now, the junior right-hander out of Tampa, Florida. Going to try to quiet the bats right now. Base is empty, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Rinse, repeat. Call a guy out from the pen. Fastball up to 95 miles an hour. Again, look at 8 innings, 13 punchies. So you obviously can get out there again. The walks are a little bit high, but been able to pitch around him, keeping that ERA under 3.
First pitch, 96 miles an hour, fouled back by Justin Osterhaus. 0 for 2 today. His average at 254 on the year now. Hitting 7th in the lineup, a fly out and a ground out. Boy, that one catches the mitt of Stanford, so a catcher's interference. Wow. Things are not going Florida's way at this moment.
Oh, man. Hey, let the ball travel, see it deep. Catcher got a little too close, reaching out for the ball. He's getting beat up, Dave. You know that can't feel good, too, on that wrist.
No. Already took a, you can see him messing with the collar. He took one off the collarbone. Curveball that bounced up underneath his mask. Now catches a bat on the backside of that catcher's mitt. Here's Luke Vaughn. First pitch he sees swinging. Runner goes. Throw down to second. It is in time. Cole Stanford with a quick throw, and now it looks as though Alabama may want to challenge this. We'll get another look.
Alabama is challenging the out call on the field. The previous plays under review.
Boy, my first impression was that he made the tag. Now I look at that play and
well, see, like
let's
Osterhaus goes straight to the ears. I mean, he pops up and goes right to him. Rob Vaughn doesn't even question it. They've already lost that one challenge.
See, look at I think he got the.
I think he did too.
Look, I've been watching it in basketball all year. Guys will say, turn around to the coach immediately and say, review it. And I would bet if you've listened to those guys, they would fail 70% of the time, the players. Now they got the iPads behind the benches, and you have like a video coach.
After review, the runner is out. Alabama is out of challenges.
That was a quick one, too.
Again, I mean, it's tricky. I get the players want to believe they're safe, but. Yeah, I don't.
See, because it looks like he tags him in the ribs, and then it kind of falls off of him a little bit. So that was deceiving from that angle for us. How about the aggression, though? Get a guy on with 1 out, trying to get him scoring position. I feel like, hey, we playing with a little house money. You got the 2 wins already. You just tied it up. Thought the game was kind of going to be out of hand, and you fought back into it.
Luke Vaughn hits with a 1-2 count. 2 down now. That was the first time, by the way, all year that Osterhaus has been thrown out. It's way off the plate. It's full 3-2. Things will be a little lively next weekend here at the Joe. Auburn Tigers coming to town. And that one's off. So a 2-out walk.
It's amazing how the schedule is, right? You don't want Auburn to come to town during spring break. You're not going to have the crowd, right?
Right.
How about the week right after spring break? Get the kids back, everybody back in Tuscaloosa. Look to be some great crowds next weekend.
Here is Brennan Holt, first pitch fouled back. By the way, Vaughn, that free pass extends his on-base streak to 21 straight games now. Oh, 2 to Holt. Holt hitting ninth in this lineup. He's walked both times up today. Scored a run back in the 5th inning. 1 homer on the year with 13 RBIs. Ground ball to the right side, and this one gets through for a base hit. They're gonna. Oh, that one's bobbled by Strayer out and right. That'll allow Vaughn to get over to third base.
Little bottom of the lineup production right here. Mr. Holt, 1 for 1 with the 2 walks. Little 4-hole special. Strayer last second picks up his eyes off the ball. E9 allowing Vaughn to move on over to third base, and that was played perfectly. He made a hard turn, tried to put the pressure on him, and I feel like that's why you got the error. He pulled back because you don't want to make the third out at third base. The bobble, he moves up. Now he can score on a wild pitch, pass ball, anything like that.
Saw it happen Friday night in Auburn. Same kind of situation. Ground ball, a ball that was on the ground out to center field. Thinking about the throw before you got the baseball, and it goes under your glove all the way to the wall. Game over.
Yeah, you want to talk about it. I mean, how about that for emotions in a game? Aiden Robbins, center fielder. 2 homers. He hit what he thought was going to be the game-winning homer in the top of the 9th. He makes the error. The ball goes under his glove all the way to the fence. Well, he answers back the next day with another bomb.
He's really good, by the way.
He's very good. And I'm talking, you're talking bombs like 430, like clearing the scoreboard in Auburn, which is a big difference where their scoreboard is.
2-0 to Fowler. Boy, make it 3-0. Boy, all the momentum in that Alabama dugout right now. Gators need just 1 pitch to get out of this inning. Gave him a green light.
A green light 3-0 with who's on deck?
Justin LeBron.
Like I was giving him take for 2 pitches.
Yeah.
I was going the opposite way. And then you give him green light and he swings at a pitch at his numbers.
Still draws the walk, and they're loaded. Justin LeBron did that yesterday. And then did this today. Off the scoreboard for his 11th home run of the year. And now he comes to the plate with the bases loaded in a tie ball game.
Let's go back to the first inning and think that this would be an opportunity that all of a sudden you're going to go, hey, it's going to be a 4-4 game in the 6th. You got Justin LeBron coming up, bases loaded with 2 outs, chance to blow the game open for you now.
LeBron 2 for 3 this year with the bases loaded. And these are his moments.
That's when you hope your superstar shines the brightest in these types of moments. It just makes the legendary status even more.
The All-American making a play for perhaps a Golden Spikes Award. Was a semifinalist last year. A freshman All-American in 24. Kevin O'Sullivan. Don't think he's going to let LeBron face Sandifer here. Reitner going to get the call from the bullpen. Boy, if you're Alabama, you couldn't want a better situation. The number 3 prospect for the upcoming MLB draft, according to our own Kylie McDaniel, the top prospect out of this league.
Well, we talked about that early, right? You know, putting pressure on yourself when you're already that high. Like, you're already that good. You don't have to be that good. But like, well, what makes these guys special when you're on those types of lists? They want to have that number 1 by their name. They want to be the best prospect of the game, and that's what fuels them.
So the new arm for the Florida Gators, Joshua Reitner, the freshman out of Tampa, Florida. Welcome to the game. And the first guy, look, so we're going to load him up in a tie game in the 6th, trying to avoid a sweep, and we're going to let you pitch to Justin LeBron. Enjoy.
Well, again, we've talked about it. The arms that Kevin O'Sullivan has at his disposal in the bullpen. The young freshman, 97 to 99 with the fastball, and it's the fastball dominant. 18 punch outs in only 11 and a third innings, showing you that the stuff is there, and that's why you see him in here, because it's 4 hits in the 11 innings. So I mean, the dominant stuff there. But you're right, Dave. Tough situation to come into. Alabama's best hitter, bases loaded in a tie ball game.
We told you about Alabama. When they trail after 6 this season, they're 0-6. But when they have the lead after 6, they are 16-1.
So you mentioned how pivotal the inning was.
Yeah. Wednesday night on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Our next SEC Inside grants you an all-access pass to the Gymnastics Championship at 9:30 Eastern. You'll get never-before-seen footage and sound from gymnasts and coaches, a real behind-the-scenes look. Well, here we go. The freshman against the junior. And nowhere to put LeBron. How about a little 98, actually 98.7, so we'll round it up to 99.
I like when they round up for the pitcher, right? The track man sees a 99. Freshman says, go on here, 99, I'm going to show you my best.
Little cutter slider, 91.
I wish my fastball was that hard. He just threw something with a nasty break on it.
.99 miles an hour. Buries that one to the backstop. That'll get a run home. And Alabama has the lead. Luke Vaughn is Alabama's 5th run of the game.
Ball just spiked. No chance for Sanford to block that up. He tries to pick it. You can see how tough it is. And Alabama's dugout reacting. Coach Vaughn at the top step, waving them in. Alabama takes the lead, 5-4.
Now a 3-1 on the way, and that catches LeBron right in the shoulder. All of our umpires converge.
It's a breaking ball. Now, granted, it's 92, but it was his breaking ball, so there's no intent, even though it looks like the situation or what it was, and you see the umpires going out there trying to settle things down. But I mean, it's a breaking ball.
Kevin O'Sullivan comes out of the dugout.
I guarantee you that's what Kevin O'Sullivan's going to say, because guys, it's a slider like that. We would hit him with 99 if that's what, if we really wanted to hit him.
I think LeBron, I think actually what he said there, obviously frustrated immediately, but I think he said, I'm good, I'm good.
And you can see him and Sanford talking to like, all right, because they both nodded, because they had a little bit of juice yesterday. And so I like how that happened. The home plate umpire, Christopher Griffin, got that situated pretty quick.
Second hit batter of the year for Reitner. And Kevin O'Sullivan still having a little discussion.
I don't feel like there should be a warning to the pitcher, because if there is, obviously the next hit batter, the guy is it like that same rule where a guy would get tossed and the coach?
It is a dicey situation now again for Florida, though, because we got the bases loaded again. And look, it doesn't get any easier. You've got Brady Neal to the plate. Brady 0 for 2 today, but came in 5 for 8 in this series, and he has been Mr. Clutch. First pitch high in the air, deep to left field. Mr. Clutch at it again. Grand slam.
This is 99 miles an hour. Brady Neal says, first pitch, I got it. Alpo Taco, and he's fired up. Alabama's runners are fired up. Chippiness is going on. I think third baseman for Florida, Miller, just got tossed in the middle of that.
Everybody knew it here at Sewell Thomas. A little opposite field, 104 mile an hour. Exit velocity off a 99 mile an hour fastball. So the big story is the grand slam. The secondary story is that Sam Miller was thrown out. Boy, you could hear some chirping and or see some chirping, and Colton Schwartz now will check in at third base. But this has been chippy. I mean, it was a little chippy yesterday, and it continued on today. And finally, our umpiring crew had felt like Sam Miller was somewhat of an instigator and said, enough is enough. We've warned you guys, talked to you 2 or 3 times today.
Brady Neal, get your hit when it matters most. How about that, Dave? 5 for 8, like you mentioned on the weekend. He had a tough day already, but boy, gonna feel sweet after that one.
Jason Torres with 2 down, and the bases are empty. And he'll deliver a base hit out to right field. 9 unanswered runs for Alabama.
Coach Vaughn talked about the fight he loves in his team, and you mentioned, right, what did those coaches say? He was the most competitive, just hard-nosed player. You know, one of those guys when you watch, you see on the other team, you tell your players, like, hey, let's all play like him. I mean, he's got a group of guys right now that is believing, you know, they're better than what they were last weekend, and they came out this weekend and has proved it so far.
So now John Lim. Foul tipped at the plate. By the way, Sam Miller ejected from this game. He'll have to sit the next game too now. When your player gets ejected for unsportsmanlike.
Which makes that a big game, as we just mentioned, playing Florida State.
Yeah. The 0-1.
You know, right here, it shows you Rittenauer 98-99, and Bama's all over it. Just shows you it doesn't matter how hard you throw, you got to be able to land a secondary pitch, and even the curveball sliders have been at 90-92. And you see back-to-back right there, finally found it.
But a big 7-run frame, couple of home runs, and Alabama out in front.
The captain started it off. This was just tying it up. Then all of a sudden, Brady Neal comes in with the grand slam. 9-4, Alabama.
Well, looked good early for Florida. 3 in the first, bunch of free passes, hit batters, pick up another one in the fourth, but that 4-0 lead has quickly evaporated. 2 last innings, 7 in the bottom half of the 6th inning, and now it is a 9-4 game. And Ashton Crowther has been fantastic out of the bullpen. He's gone 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, no walks, no hits.
Yeah, only base runner was the one he made the error.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, everything you could have wanted for a guy to come in and just settle everything down and keep the score where it is. I mean, this is what you preach to your guys in the middle part of the game when you're down. Hey, just keep it where it's at. Let the offense do some work. And, boy, Bama's offense has caught fire, scoring 9 unanswered.
Swing and a miss. Carson Bowen goes down. 1 out.
Another just slow breaking ball, back foot slider, going to it. Crowther, 4 punch outs in his 3 1/3 innings so far.
Ethan Serwick 0 for 2 with a walk. His average at .311. He's got 3 home runs on the year of his 28 hits. Gators have just a total so far. Now, we still got a few innings left, but just 10 hits all weekend. Of course, no hit on Friday, 7 hits last night, and just 3 today. There's ball 4. Well, just as good as it looked last batter for Crowther. Not impressive that time with 4 straight off the plate. And now Blake Sear steps in. Sharply hit and foul. Blake, the senior, out of Windermere, Florida. Spent a couple years at Miami, now in his 2nd year with the Gators. Hit .254 with 9 homers last year. 2 of his 3 home runs this year, though, however, came in the same game against UAB. Had a tough series last weekend against South Carolina, went 0 for 8. Crowther came into this game, by the way, on the mound with 4 strikeouts this season in 7 1/3 innings. Got 4 today, with 3 1/3 to his credit. That ball's hammered out to left. Osterhaus will watch this one bounce off the scoreboard. A 2-run shot for Florida. See if that doesn't give him some momentum.
Dave, I had the feeling this was not the last fireworks and that last thing that we were going to see. Blake Sear, we highlighted him in the beginning, right? 2 for 4 yesterday. The senior, you felt like he needed to come through with the guys that were missing out of the lineup. And Blake Sear, that's a big swing right there. 111 off the board.
And all of a sudden, it's a 9-6 game now.
It's a spot where Coach Rob Vaughn was trying to sneak out an extra inning with Ashton Crowther as well as he had done the 3 innings. You could tell in this inning, though, it run out of gas.
Yeah, only thrown 7 1/3 all season.
Right.
But there was no reason to. He was pumping strikes, looking good. And then the 4-pitch walk.
Like you said, nothing was even close. And then same thing right here. He fell behind with pitches aren't even close. So he grooves an 88-mile-an-hour fastball, and Sear made him pay.
So another change on the mound for Alabama. We'll update it when we come back. Don't forget, number 8 Oklahoma, number 2 Texas start a big 3-game series Thursday night at the Dish in Austin, Texas. Game 1 and 2 coverage begins at 8 Eastern. Then next Saturday, series finale starts at 5 Eastern. Like everything else, all those games available on the ESPN app. Right now, Texas up on Auburn 2-0, trying to win that series. Here it's 9-6 after the 2-run homer from Blake Sear. Bobby Alcock now comes out of the bullpen, the senior right-hander, another big old boy. 6'5", 230 out of Lynn, Mississippi. Walks into a bases empty situation with 1 out.
I like the move right there. Just you give a guy coming in a clean, not necessarily a clean inning, but he's got nobody in base. He's got nobody to worry about. Only got to get 2 outs to finish it all for him.
He'll face Cole Stanford, the Gator catcher. Cole hits 6th of this lineup. Has a hit today, 1 out of 2. Average sits at 275. He's hit a couple of home runs. The grad student, the transfer. Spent 3 years at Division II Lenoir-Rhyne. Had a heck of a baseball team last year. They had some guys. They had actually a couple guys that got drafted. Ran into a little bit some issues off the field. They were really good.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Okay.
They put some money in their baseball program.
Have to do a little research.
Yeah. Division II All-American last year after he hit 20 bombs and 393. 39 career homers. I don't care what level you're playing. That's right. There's a little pop at the bat.
Number 99, Austin Morris in the Alabama bullpen getting loose. 99 Morris throwing in the Tide bullpen.
Well, that just missed. Ball 4.
I think you're right, Dave. Just missed, but when you're missing, when you're behind in the count, that's the nature of the beast. It's ball 4, ball 2, and then as the catcher's in the middle and he reaches across, that's what the umpire sees. You know, if you're 1-2, 0-2, 1-2 in the count, you probably get that pitch.
Now Colton Schwartz, his first at bat, as he came in to replace Sam Miller at third base, who was ejected last half inning for unsportsmanlike conduct. So his first plate appearance today. The freshman hitting .237 on the year. No homers.
Well, this is where you want to see the catcher. Take a break, go out there, and it's probably one where the catcher's going to get in the grill. Hey, you got to get in the zone. We got the lead. Attack the hitters.
Ground ball, LeBron. Throw to first, they'll get the out there, and again, just bobbled it getting out of his glove. Made a heck of a play just to get to the baseball.
You're right, Dave. Heck of a look at that slide. He can't get it out there. I felt like, hey, if I'm not mistaken, he's got a different glove from the first part of the game to right now.
I
felt like he had a lighter glove in that first inning when he went from glove to hand, and he had that first era.
But by the way, we just got a glimpse of the kind of arm he's got, by the way. Let's not overlook that.
And not just arm, but like the awareness and where the body is, and also the arm was a strike. Yeah. It was, you know, you're thinking, hey, rush, and all of a sudden that's how another error happens. No, he pops up and it's a bullet right at the chest of Luke Vaughn.
So 2 outs now, Cash Strayer. Ground ball sharply hit. This is a base hit. This is going to get a run in. So now it's 9-7. Stanford scores from second. Boy, not getting that out, that lead out. Came back to haunt Alabama.
Crazy how baseball works. Little change up in the zone. Nice piece of hitting, just shoots it up the middle. Florida just continues to chip away. Crooked number of their own.
And again, a walk comes in to score.
Well, you got 7 runs and only 5 hits.
That ball shot in the gap and left. Nobody's going to catch that one. Fowler scoops it up, and the Gators will have him at the corners. Some 2-out hitting by Florida has certainly changed the dynamic of this game.
Starting to feel like some old school Sunday
baseball. Thinking the same thing.
And the final score, 18-12.
It's kind of been cleaned up here the last few years, but this is reminiscent of some of those. A lot of walks, starting to get some hits.
You know what's about to happen is the bullpen phone's about to stop working. Nobody wants to come in the game.
No, I'm done, Coach. Right.
Why is the thing ringing and no one's answering? I don't know.
Fouled straight back. You know what's crazy? We've had these home runs, some moon shots, and I'm looking at the American flag out in right center, and it's like blowing in. I guess when somebody throws you 99, doesn't take much to get it out of the ballpark. There's a strike. Inning is over. Jones looks at a fastball, but the Gators, though, show some resiliency. They put a 3 spot on the board. They cut it to 2. Got Texas A&M and Georgia coming up from College Station. Chris Akopian, top 15 prospect according to Kylie McDaniel for the upcoming MLB draft. Texas A&M trying to avoid being swept at home. The red-hot Georgia Bulldogs just powering their way through league play to this point. Here it's been a lot of power. Home runs left and right. It's given us a 9-7 lead. As we move to the bottom of the 7th inning, Will Plattner, who's provided a little bit of that pop with a 2-run homer earlier, steps to the plate, hitting just 176 on the year. See if that home run doesn't spark him a little bit. He's much better than a 176 hitter.
I forgot that home run was last inning. That's how long that inning
Felt
was.
like it was like in the 2nd, didn't it?
That's what 7 runs will do.
Well, it's painting a fastball right there. Reitner out of the bullpen. And a strikeout to end the inning. Two and two the count. Off the plate. You've talked about Plattner being the captain. Didn't originally start his college career at Alabama. He's played freshman year at Ole Miss before making his way here. But where's that number 3? That's Coach Vaughn likes to have 3 pillars of a program: ownership, toughness, and grit. And he represents all of those. So that 3 stands for those 3 pillars, and he will stand at first base after the walk.
Leadoff walk after your team scores 3. Pitching coaches across the country, skins crawling. Now you got both staffs just saying, I need somebody to give me some outs. Like, who wants the ball?
Osterhaus trying to lay down the bunt, fouls it off. Chopper foul. How good's Alabama been last day? I mean, you throw in the walk just now. 10 of the last 11 that have come to plate have reached base.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was with two outs. Coaches preach. Games are won and lost with 2 outs. You know, are you getting the big hit, or are you making the pitch and making the play?
That one scoots away from Stanford, so that'll get Plattner down to second. We got a little pitch comm education this morning with the device. You saw the earpiece and the headset. Now some players will have a speaker in their hat, in their cap there, and they're using a device in the dugout relaying that, but you can have 14 of those scattered out throughout your team. Like, everybody in the field can have one, guy in the bullpen can have another, but you hit 14 devices that you can hear. And some like the earpiece, some like it in the cap to where it's kind of a speaker, but as we learned today, if you're standing close to the opposition, they can hear it too.
Yeah, that was a very interesting conversation about all the things that you could do. You know, whether it's maybe have a little secret message to the pitcher. Hey, take a deep breath, slow down. So not every time he's got the glove up to the ear listening, it might be telling him, take a deep breath.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of times that first baseman will kind of casually walk away from where they're at first because there's a runner at first, and they'll just kind of slide away so they can get the message through the speaker in their hat. And now you see a lot of first basemen putting the earpiece in to help avoid that situation. And there's another walk. Kevin O'Sullivan has made, in his mind, probably way too many walks out to the mound today. So Luke McNeely now will be the next Gator pitcher out of the bullpen. 2 on. Alabama has hit some deep home runs. Justin LeBron, first one, a 2-run shot. Then you get a little Will Platner 2-run shot that tied it up, and then the big one was the salami from Brady Neal. Went a little opposite field, and the party was on. But that made it 9-4. Florida answered with a 3 spot in the top half of the 7th. But here's Alabama's offense today: 6 hits, 9 runs. You see the ball. I mean, it's the walks on both sides.
Right. When you mix right there, the 3 walks with the one right next to it, the 3 home runs, that's how you get that crooked number. And boy, a 7th spot, it was a statement. But it's been a game of runs. Florida has continued to answer back. I mean, you don't want to give up 7, but you answer back with 3. You got yourself still in the ball game. But now Bama back to it with 2 guys on, nobody out.
Alabama pitchers have also walked 8. They've hit 2 other batters. So 10 freebies.
And we got 5 errors total too. This has been textbook baseball.
Not the prettiest of affairs, but very competitive. And feisty. We've had a player ejected. We've had numerous, 3 or 4 times today. A lot of chirping going on.
That's what I like to see when Sear hit the home run. The trot, there was no trot. It was a very brisk pace around the bases, kept his head down like he's done it before.
By the way, Georgia's Texas A&M officially underway. You want to see that, you can go to the ESPN app, SEC Network Plus, to watch that one. We will get you there as soon as we are wrapped up here, but that we may join that one about the 6th inning, the way we're going. Now it's 3-0 to Luke Vaughn. A 4-pitch walk, and they are loaded. How about 3 straight walks to start this inning? Here's Luke McNeely out of Milton, Georgia.
You talk about a guy who's been in the fire in the SEC. Man, again, another arm for Florida, up to 96. It's a slider change combo. A lot of fastballs, a lot of sliders, and a lot of strikeouts too. 15 punch-outs already early in the season.
I mean, you pitched at the highest of high levels. I'm just curious, like when you see other guys on the staff walk a bunch of guys before you come in the game, you know it's, I mean, is it like Luke McNeely is not a walk machine,
right?
But he's not the same Luke McNeely we have seen.
How they say hitting's contagious. It's kind of the same thing. It's just a mindset, because now you're going, I got to come in and throw strikes. I got to come in and throw strikes. And now you're playing games in your mind, and it's thinking the negative thoughts. I mean, yeah, you're right. He's a guy that attacks the zone, and he hasn't been close with his fastballs.
6 straight missed until that strike.
But this is all bottom of the lineup too. You're thinking you're at 6, 7, 8. You just walk 6, 7, 8 to face 9. And now you're going to get a chance to flip the lineup up.
Fowler, LeBron, and Neal.
I think they've had a pretty good game so far.
So now it's 3-1. Put the take sign on here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to the off-speed pitch on 2-1, so he doesn't feel comfortable with the fastball. Good take right there. I mean, if he swings at that, you basically gift him one. I'd 100% take one here.
Oh, they let him swing, and he fouls it off his foot. Boy, he did get a pitch to hit, though.
I mean, you're gonna, man.
Yeah.
Thinking bases loaded, nobody out. You have to think 4-seam middle part of the plate.
And that one's up in the zone, and that'll walk a run in. It's 10-7 now, and still nobody out, and the bases are loaded. I mean, this is crazy to watch this Florida staff do this.
What did Coach O'Sullivan talk about in the dugout? I ain't worried about my pitching staff. Like he said that. He goes, "We're going to pitch."
If that
and
doesn't,
it shows you, yeah, that's the how it shows you what this game has been like for Coach O'Sullivan.
shot out to left. Sear on the run. Off the top of the wall. It's in play. One run will score. And everybody holds up. Is that just missed getting out of here by inches? That'll be the longest single this ballpark can handle.
344 feet. Fowler thinks he's got it. He thinks he's got the second grand slam for Alabama today. And Dave, you're right. That's off the very top of the wall. Game of inches comes right back.
He does pick up the RBI as Osterhaus comes in to score. And now you get Justin LeBron. Skies this one. Shallow center field. Catch made there by Kyle Jones. He'll get it back into the infield in a hurry. That's just the first out of the inning. Boy, LeBron was. That was I think they call that a daddy hack.
Yeah, that's one where, man, like that's the pitch he wanted. He got what he. But that's where you go, man. Like maybe be a little bit more patient. He's going to give you one. Man, he hasn't shown he could put together multiple quality pitches back to back yet.
Well, here's Brady Neal, already one grand slam, gets to hit again with the bases loaded. One out in the inning. Brady Neal says that hit his foot. He wants it to look. He's taken off his pads. He said that hit him in the back foot.
Well, Bama's got no more challenges.
Well, that's right. I don't know. It doesn't. Does it catch the back of the cleat? Oh, the other thing is, if I'm Brady Neal, I want to hit. Right?
It is an RBI. It makes 5 for the day, but you're right. The way he's swinging the bat. What was it, Albert Bell? Didn't hit me.
Didn't hit me. Well, here's what he did in the 6th.
I mean, what are the chances you get 2 grand slams in a game? You know, that didn't hit me. I'm going to give me another one.
Again, a young man that is just playing so relaxed in his senior season.
Well, you could just see right there how much fun he's having. I mean, obviously, everybody hits a grand slam. We're going to have a little fun to celebrate. But, man, you could just see he's playing light, touched home plate, sprinted to his boys to celebrate.
Well, they're trying to drop that on the back foot.
I mean, we're going 2-0 sliders with bases loaded. It's just something, I mean, he's not trusting the fastball. Got to be able to throw that fastball down and away.
Don't be surprised if they let Brady swing here on 3-0. That one's down in the dirt.
Oh.
Actually, we were 1 strike ahead. It's now. Yeah, Brady looked at the scoreboard like we did. It's now 3-0. The first pitch he saw was the one we thought was off his back foot, or he thought it was off his back foot. Shot, base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs. They're going to wave the 3rd. Here comes LeBron. No throw. What a day for Brady Neal.
Fastball 3-1. That's the hack you take right there, Brady Neal. Dave, 4 RBI coming into today's game. We got 7 so far today for Brady Neal. 11 on the weekend. And that ball, they had him played more to the opposite field, so it gets to the wall, and Justin LeBron scores easily from first base.
See, now I bet he's really excited that ball didn't hit him. Alabama has doubled up Florida. That's in there for a strike to Jason Torres. Boy, if LeBron doesn't get you, Neal's going to get you.
Well, that's something that Alabama had a hard time last year, of finding somebody to protect Justin LeBron. So then teams started to pitch him a little different, a lot more all speed, and he started, going out there trying to chase, trying to do something. Well, now you got a guy like Neal behind you, Fowler in front of him, starting to put together a better lineup.
Right, you could take a deep breath if you got Fowler. I mean, if you got LeBron out, you can't take a deep breath.
Not right now, not the way Neal's swinging it.
That ball's hit out to center field. Kyle Jones, shy of the track, will make the catch. Neal will tag up at second and wind up at third, 2 down in the inning. Boy, just when Florida kind of got themselves back in this, they were down 9-4, put up a 3 spot in the top half of this inning, and Alabama has answered the call with 5 of their own in the bottom half. There's a strike to John Lim. How about Myers? I mean, it's one of those things.
Home. That's why they tell you to back up the throw from the catcher. You think it's never going to happen, never going to happen, and all of a sudden, Myers is there to save the run.
John Lim looks at that one out of the zone. How about this? You talk about, sometimes you give stats. He's the only guy in the lineup to not get a hit. Or how about Torres is the only guy to not score in the last 2 innings?
In the last 2 innings?
Yeah. Jason Torres, in the last 2 innings, struck out, flew out. Everybody else at some point has scored in the last 2 innings for Alabama. Chopper to the right side. Sarowick steps on the back, and it's over. But not before. Alabama put 5 on the board. 14-7 tie. Been a chippy weekend here at the Joe, and today has been no different. It has been a lot of conversations between these two teams this afternoon, and we even had an ejection after a Brady Neal grand slam. Justin LeBron gets clunked in the arm in the heat of the moment, and after the grand slam from Brady Neal, Sam Miller was chirping a little too much, and they removed him from the ball game, which means he'll have to sit out their next game. And as you pointed out, it's against Florida State on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a big one. You don't want to lose your starting third baseman against a big rival, and those are the games that go for when you talk about getting into the postseason and hosting and all those things. Like, those are your RPI games when you play midweek against another big-time Power 4 conference.
This has just been a bizarre game for Florida. I mean, the strength. I mean, you're talking about there's 10, 11 guys down there that are elite level pitchers that have shown you that
probably will pitch at the next level.
And nobody
can put up a zero. It shows you how good Cooper Walls was at the beginning of the part of the game. He put up 4 straight zeros. But overall today, we've got 17 walks, 4 hit batters, 5 errors. You put up a column, we got a number in it.
And here is Hagan Banks. Pitched yesterday. Didn't think we'd see him today, but the young man out of Plainville, Georgia. 6'4", 210, making his 7th appearance. Start things off. 91 mile an hour for a strike to the 2-hole hitter, Cade Kurland. Had a chance to spend some time with Hagan before the game today. Pitchers are a different breed, as you know. We both have sons that pitch. Mine's a Division II pitcher, a place called Young Harris, but he works out in Atlanta. He was in the pitching group with Hagan Banks, Jackson Barberi of Florida. Fly ball out to center. Long run there for Fowler. Makes the catch as he smashes up against the wall. That ball just kept carrying out there in right center field. But that'll be out number 1.
It's always nice, boy, as a pitcher, when you got a center fielder like Bryce Fowler. A guy can just go get it out in center field. A lot of range, little body awareness, knowing where he's at. You know, as an outfielder, that's one of the first things you do. You got to, how big is the track when you go to somebody's place? How many steps can I take when I hit that warning track? So when your feet feel it, you know, hey, the wall, start reaching for that wall.
But it was back to my story. Working out in the winter and summer with some of these kids, and he's got Jackson Barberi throwing 97, 98 miles an hour. You got Hagan Banks who is coming back from arm surgery, and he's getting his velocity back up there. And then there's my boy Sam, just in there, just pumping, spinning stuff.
Oh, none of this is fastball day. No, I'm good. I'm going to work on the curveball today.
But anyway, they are Hagan, wonderful young man. Enjoyed my conversation with him today. Swing and a miss.
Hey, Trevor Hoffman used to come out and they would flash signs, off-speed kills, off-speed kills.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, it was awesome. There was flames everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, one of the coolest walkout songs back before that was,
yeah,
you know, it was basically Mariano and him at Hell's. He had Hell's Bells, and he's coming out, and it's like scoreboard on fire, and it's off-speed kills, off-speed kills.
Did he really chicken and stuff? Like he would take a nap or something? Like, there was some weird routine that Trevor Hoffman had out of the bullpen.
Definitely heard those stories.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the closer, there's no chance my man was pitching maybe 1 out in the 8th.
Yeah.
You know, he might be a 4-out guy. So, yeah, I don't think he probably went down. I think I would remember he would walk out in his jacket. At the beginning of the game, they said he would go out with no jersey.
Nice play. It's short by LeBron.
See, he makes that play look so easy.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like you said, the arm strength, we saw it on display on the one up the middle. But look, this is back. This is deep. This is not an easy throw, and just barely sets the feet and just flicks it. I mean, there's a lot to love in his game. But yeah, he would walk out in the bullpen, no jersey. He would just have his jacket on in the first inning, and then he'd come back in, and then you'd see him out about the 6th. He'd go back out to the inning, start his routine if he needed. Oh, so you say pitchers are a different breed. Closers.
All right, whole nother.
That's
a whole nother level.
Yep.
Right.
Definitely another. Don't talk to him. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't doubt most of them taking naps during the game.
Oh, 2. Zerwick at the plate. It's 0 for 2, but scored a couple of runs off 2 walks. Fouls that one straight back into the netting. Just think about where Alabama is. I mean, you had to feel deflated after losing on the road at South Alabama to make their losing streak 4 games. Then you get this red-hot Florida team coming in here.
With Peterson on the mound first.
Yeah. There it is. Inning is over. And now all of a sudden Alabama's the team with all the mojo, and they get Auburn coming in here next weekend. Third 3 up and 3 down inning today for both teams. 14-7 Alabama. The Capstone, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Gorgeous day. Glad you could join us right here on the SEC Network. Florida trying to avoid the sweep, but they're down a touchdown. Cooper Walls probably the only bright spot today from a pitching standpoint. 4 1/3, 4 strikeouts, but even he had 3 walks. Meanwhile, Crimson Tide, they have found some offense starting in the 5th inning. Last 3 innings, they put up 14 runs, 8 hits, and Florida has gifted them 7 walks in that span.
Wow. And it just shows you, though, like, no matter how the game goes, right, there's 27 outs. Mentally, you have to stay in the game for all 27 outs because something can happen like this.
Well, another freshman arm for Florida, Jackson Hoyt out of Brooksville, Florida. Not far from Gainesville. Making his 6th appearance of the year. Kevin O'Sullivan just trying to find somebody to throw it over the plate.
And you can see he's got his 5 walks, almost a walk per inning.
Plattner 1 for 3 today. That hit was a big one, though. That one bounces off the mitt. Alabama hasn't swept Florida since 2002. I want to say that I think I saw something where Alabama hasn't swept a ranked Florida team since like 1995 or 1996. That one's high in the air. And caught by the shortstop, Colt Myers. Yeah, it was 1995, the last time Alabama swept a ranked Florida team. Don't forget, we've got some softball coming your way. Oklahoma ranked 4th in the country at Ole Miss. Game 2 tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time. They'll get game 3 Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. You can catch that on the ESPN app as well. Talk about Georgia hitting home runs in baseball. Oklahoma's been crushing it in softball.
Yeah, that one, I think they're on pace to break the NCAA record in runs and home runs. They beat a team 34-0.
How many home runs did they have last
week?
Like 30. Last week they had 30. That's not even fair.
A statement to how good Florida's program has been. Like you said, they haven't swept a ranked Florida team since 1995. It's not for lack of opportunity, because pretty much every year Florida brings a ranked team to you.
Yeah, Kevin O'Sullivan has had Alabama's number over the years. Boy, another one. Bounces off Stanford behind the plate. He has gotten beaten up today.
Yeah, he had the collarbone, the catcher's interference on the wrist.
And how many breaking balls have bounced off some part of his body today?
You can see he's flexing those fingers. I'm telling you, can be the most disrespected position, because people won't remember that. But as a pitcher, that's something you got to give a lot of credit to your catchers.
That one's fouled off at the plate. Still, I love those stories. Like Division II player for 3 years has a chance to transfer and go play big boy baseball at Division I level, and Florida Gators needed a catcher. It just all kind of worked out for him.
And those are the fun stories of the transfer portal that you hear, right? You hear those good ones. You don't hear the bad ones where the guys, you leave a program that they've created themselves a lot of opportunities. They go to another program and they don't get those opportunities anymore.
And not to mention some of those stories where guys enter the portal and don't have anywhere to go.
Right.
You don't hear those ever.
Because, you think, oh, you hear the cool stories of the portal, but there's some tough ones where, you don't have
just
because
you're in there doesn't mean that you're going to go to a team.
Doesn't mean somebody's coming calling.
That one shot out to center field. Jones, a few steps back, will make the catch, and that'll be out number 2 as Osterhaus is retired. There was some discussion about college football going on just out there in the universe about with college football and transfer portal of coaches tamper with players after the portal is closed. Like you're talking like a half a season.
That happens?
Shockingly, I know. But it's like half a season suspension and fines. I mean, like they want to drop the hammer on that. Speaking of dropping the hammer, is this one enough to get out of here? Luke Vaughn to the wall, and the catch is made by Kyle Jones. Heck of a grab out in left center, and that'll end the inning.
Well, we saw it last inning. Fowler covering some grounds. How about Jones against the wall? Heck of a grab right there.
To say that innings 5, 6, and 7 were good for Alabama would be an understatement. All 14 of their runs in that 3-inning span, and they lead 14-7. As we head to the top of the 9th inning. Can you believe that? I mean, it's some of those numbers. Florida, 19 wins in the last 24 meetings with Alabama. But here Alabama is about to get the sweep. And tip of the cap to Rob Vaughn. I mean, obviously we talk to him when we can, but I mean, he's every day with these guys. But he is such a positive, energetic, somebody that like pushes you in the right way. To get this team to refocus and do what they've done this weekend is it's a nice job by the skipper.
Well, especially because it worked, right? You know, you have the conversations like, hey, you guys are good. Stop reading all the extracurricular stuff, and then they come out and play. And if they're able to finish this sweep, it gives your words a little bit more power, right? So now they're going, oh, if coach says it, now we got to really believe it, right?
Yeah.
It gives those words powerful.
And again, it's who knows what will happen next weekend. You're going to have a top 5 team, maybe top 6 or 7, depending on how this goes this weekend. Auburn's trailing to Texas 4-0 right now. They may lose that series, but regardless, I don't think they'll fall too far in the polls after the way that series has played out. Can you keep it going? And I'm not saying another sweep,
right?
But can you win a series against a team of that kind of elite level caliber right now?
Well, I mean, that's your ultimate goal, is to win the series, right? And coaches talk about do everything you can not to get swept. So Bama gets swept.
Popped up. Who's going to make the play? It looks like the second baseman, Holt.
You know, Bama got swept versus Kentucky. You're wanting to fight. Hey, don't get swept on the road. Well, you come home. If you got swept and you get a sweep, now, hey, we're back to even, right? But the biggest thing about it is you just got to go out there and play ball games. It's going to be a great atmosphere with Auburn coming in. You know, especially if Auburn is, if they lose the series against Texas, they're now reeling. Alabama coming off a good momentum. I mean, it's tough, but it doesn't get any easier because then you got to go to Oklahoma.
Yeah, you get number 5 Auburn, and then you go to number 8 Oklahoma.
Have you seen? I saw at one point at the beginning of the year, Mississippi State, all 10 weekends were against ranked teams of D1 baseball. Now, teams fall in and out, but I haven't noticed who has the technically hardest schedule.
That's going to stay in play. They're going to say fair ball. Oh, that was Luke Vaughn was trying to keep. Are they saying foul or fair? They're going to say fair. I thought I saw the sign for fair ball down there. Yes, it'll. That's kind of
I might say that'd be the first time I've seen a play like that. It's almost like he tried to swipe it fair and just.
I think he was trying to. I think he was trying to scoop it and just ends up swiping it back into play. So a 1-out base hit. That'll go as a single. And now Schwartz. Well, they're going to give it an error.
Yeah, E3. 4th error of the game for Alabama. You're thinking you've got 8 walks, 2 hit batters, and you made 4 errors. And you're going to walk away with a victory.
This one's popped up right side. Again, it's Holt. Says he has it, and he does. 2 down. So Alabama looking to end this thing right here with Hagan Banks on the mound. Cash Strayer will try to keep the inning alive for the Gators. Another pop-up. This time LeBron says he has it. And he does. And Alabama has done the unthinkable, and that is sweep Florida. Hasn't happened since 2002. And the last time they swept a ranked Florida team was 1995, and they do it 14-7. They rally from a 4-0 deficit, and they even up their conference record at 3-3. Alabama goes to 18-7. Florida falls to 19-6. Their conference record 3-3 as well. So a great weekend for Alabama. They'll try to keep it going next weekend against the Auburn Tigers. Florida will regroup as they head back to Gainesville. So our final score, 14-7. Alabama wins it. Thanks for watching college baseball right here on this SEC Network. Coming up next, Georgia, Texas A&M from College Station. So long from Tuscaloosa.